Welcome back to the No Jumper Show. My name is Olaf. I am joined here today by the one and only Big Worm.
Big Worm. Big Perm.
Big Perm.
We don't give a damn.
Also, I have some sort of astronaut
I'm
guy.
high as a goddamn astronaut today. I'm back on drugs. It's bricked up brick in a silver suit.
And what is yours? Shaggy?
Fred, bro.
That's
Fred.
Come on. No, I'm Adam, 22 in the 70s.
I wish. There's something about a black guy with blonde hair that I just love. You're giving me little Dirk vibes.
You're
Dirkio,
giving me
Perkio.
I don't know.
On the polish shit.
Santa Monica
Yeah.
and
I'm feeling
Harley.
it. The question really is, how long am I going to be able to keep this freaking thing on my head? Because it is very hot in here, and it is not very comfortable. And, you know...
His wig is itching me.
It is?
Yes.
And you got a little on the top of your head.
Really? What is it?
Oh,
Oh,
the nose part.
what is this?
The nose part.
Oh, yeah, I
the
forgot because the
clues.
whole head is kind of on top. I hope that it's like getting the point across for the people at home because this is not the most comfortable costume I ever wore.
Can you
Like,
see?
I can see like enough to like move around, but you know, if I were to get into like a brawl right now,
Squabble was over.
squabble is not
over.
happening. The helmet's gonna have to come off right away. Really, that should be your goal as soon as you get in a squabble is to like take your shirt off so you can at least look hard before you pop it off, right?
And you introduced my costume.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Some
what
of
do
the
you-
hardest niggas be the ones that don't even like have to get ready. Like,
But look at him. He's dressed as
Undercover cop.
Short hip hop police. Got that look.
My boy got the whoopty on his bag.
got
He
the,
over out here
the no
over
jumper
whooping.
police
Yeah,
badge.
he's got a microphone inside
Mike
that.
on a no jumper
Well,
police.
all right,
badge.
let's talk about Remo. We got a poll in the No Jumper Reddit today that somebody made. 200 votes. About 80% of them feel like you're a cop.
I'm dead ass the police, bro.
Why is that? Why do they feel like Remo's a cop?
cause you're just too cool.
Good journalism.
That's it too.
He has a police aesthetic.
Yeah, I got
That's
the
a good
mustache
word.
too, so the mustache really be fucking
Hey,
them up.
you-
They-
Nah,
Lean
you
into
got a
it.
beard to go with the mustache though. If you didn't have nothing on the chin with the
Yeah,
mustache,
They be taking off the police because of
Yappy
mustache.
cappy.
And the questions I be asking, you know.
Investigative journalism. It is a
Good
thin
journalism.
line.
But I'm dead ass the police though.
Once
I
in a
think it's
while,
really like the mannerisms too. You know, like you ever. What up, Josh? How you been?
Good Remo.
Good.
no, and
think
sometimes
Reed-
when we take the photos after the interview, Remo definitely has a look on his face like he just got caught being an
Oh,
undercover.
God, the thumbnails. and
Bro, they be on me about my pictures. I know y'all be seeing that.
Remo the bounty hunter.
They be on me
We
about
should
my
hit-
pictures.
Oh,
We
like
should
all
get
about
you.
the Benjamins?
Yeah.
Cute and all about the Benjamins?
I get it now.
Book 'em.
Book 'em.
Book 'em.
Book 'em.
That's why I am. I'm booking.
Book 'em.
Fuck.
There you go.
Run, book 'em, run.
We've been working real hard though. I think Remo is like slowly becoming more of an LA guy because you got to remember he's like down south as hell. Why don't you have like a crazy accent though? I feel like you should sound like a hillbilly.
Maybe
Cause you
he's
gotta
not from
understand,
down south.
I'm all over though. Like I was born in New York. I lived down. I went to middle school,
Till what age in New York?
The voice too.
Nah.
It's kind of like a cop voice.
probably like
9.
deep.
Okay, you got a
And
little
then,
bass there.
But all
no
my family
accent.
from New York. So like my mom, dad, strictly like they ain't moved out of New York today like 40. So like I'm raised by like hardcore New York parents. But like I went to middle school in Rancho. So I went to middle school in San Bernardino. But I spent like majority of my time probably in Mississippi though, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, that's I was just about to say. And
throughout this
schooling
bitch.
changed because like in Atlanta, talk like this, but right in Marietta, Cobb County, people talk with no accent.
Really?
I swear to God.
That's in Georgia, too.
In Georgia, right? I'm talking about a couple exits up.
All right.
So it's like, you know,
Oh, I can't do this.
how we talk in the hood and everything. Like, for example, Crip Mac and all the LA that got, we have a accent too. And then you go to like a regular person from
More West
California
Side.
and they're not hitting those slang
about-
terms and all that.
Yeah, I don't really have too much of an accent. People be thinking I'm from the South, and I've been in LA 30-something years.
But why you say I'm turning into a LA or LA person?
You know, you're just getting a little bit more comfortable with everything that comes with being out here, right?
I guess.
I don't know. I see you tagging along with Crip Mac getting in fights at sporting events and stuff like that. That's a
stuff
pretty
like that.
LA thing to
Breaking
do,
up
right?
fights. Breaking up fights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
allegedly.
I ain't gonna lie, he do remind me of a detective that just came to my house,
Oh,
nigga.
God,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie
Let's go
to you.
trying to be your
The one-
homie to
the
get you
one
to
that-
snitch on
The
yourself.
one, the one that I was talking to, the black guy when I was getting interrogated.
Right.
You definitely.
I'm giving you
because he
police
got
vibe.
the
Yeah, the camo pants.
Got hit you with
You
the-
got me.
we just need a little bit more time because I feel like when Remo's like 40, he's gonna really look like a detective. So I don't know, like what could you do to make yourself look like less of a cop now? I guess
I'm not tripping. I'll be a cop, man.
like you kind of have a little bit of a cop
Grow
gut.
some dreads, bro.
I definitely
You
got a gut,
fucking
man.
entertainer
I need to
now.
lose the gut, bro.
How's your hair? Could you do dreads? Could you do
Yeah, I
braids?
get dreads, but I ain't finna do dreads. When I was younger, I used to have
Because
long
you
hair.
can't. For
Yeah.
employment.
Yeah, employment. And look, you see what I
Except
start
for
shaking my
employment.
You
finger.
can't be a cop with dreads.
This
I'm sorry.
You can't.
Ouch.
Niggas cops be having dreads.
I ain't
Cops think they
seen
cool
Name
nowadays,
you
man.
seen a cop with dreads before?
I feel like I haven't, right? Like isn't that?
Yeah, in Jamaica or something, but not out here in the States.
I'm gonna search it up. Can a cop have dreads?
No, they have them
Maybe
policies.
in a different
You
state.
can't even be a bank teller with dreads or something like that.
In LA, you know, we kind of like the cops. It's like when you go in there as a cop, I feel like most of them are predominantly white, so you got to kind of adapt to their culture. But maybe somewhere where it's like more
Like
predominantly
St.
black.
Louis and all that shit.
Yeah,
or
you
something,
might get a dread
catch
head.
dread
Yo, Detroit.
California,
Memphis.
in 2014, the first thing that comes up is an article that says California corrections officers fear that he will lose job over dreadlocks. And there's a quote, an officer cannot have long hair that goes beyond the shirt collar. So just in general, even if you're talking about like white guys with long hair, can you imagine like a white cop with like long ass hair down to the middle of his back? Like it just doesn't sound right, right?
Grab it
I
or
think you
something
could probably
and
be
also-
in the
They-
profession.
They could be
but
whipping
not
you
a-
around like a
Yeah, I don't think it's safe.
They
for a cop to
also
have long
make
hair.
the girls wear buns and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah?
You ain't never just seen a lady cop with her hair let all
Nope.
the way down.
They do have to have their hair tied
Never.
up.
It's like the UFC.
Pull it up.
You gotta twist
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah, because like in the county, I remember it was one girl that put her ponytail down one day, and it was like to right here. And we like, damn, we ain't know
Niggas
you
ready to
had
hit.
hair. But she was just
Niggas
fixing
ready to
it
go
real
swimming
quick.
in that thing.
What? I've been down 2.5 years.
I just want to smell
I'm
it.
gonna
Just
snatch
put your
you
hair in
into
my
this bunk.
face.
Being a cop is gonna suck so bad. You have to wear that giant, heavy Batman belt. Like you can't have long hair, so you just out here
It's
looking
pros too.
stiff.
Especially if you're a scumbag.
Away
Yeah, you
with
kill
shooting
people.
Niggas, I think that's definitely.
No,
no.
I think women love men in uniform. So like you could say all that about having to wear this, having to wear that. They pulling up on work going crazy.
What about all the 20,000s that they don't report and turn the 100 into 70 and all that? Like
They still do
good,
that?
Bad cop has to be rich.
Still like that?
Hell yeah.
Based on the person who they pulling over. If they put a brick over with 200 and they
I
write
was
90,
robbed recently.
what is he gonna do?
I just assume that they're
Fucking
all
around
honest.
with that.
It was
They wrote 90. I
I assume all the cops are honest.
All.
All.
take that assumption back because I know like 4
You never
people
seen
been
Training
robbed
Day?
this year.
I had a few
That's
off-duty
movie,
cops
right?
at security. They're not that honest.
Really? So an off-duty security like cop can like see you doing all kinds of illegal shit and they won't say nothing.
For sure.
3 words.
Hey, act like I didn't see it.
Reggie Wright Jr.
Yeah, but at what point did he stop being a cop though?
I think that was 3
Once
names.
he became like I said 3.
Words. Not
Yeah,
names.
Reggie Wright Jr.
That's names.
Reggie is a word. Wright is a word.
Reggie
and
is-
Jr.
A word, a name is a word.
Yeah.
It
If you
is.
think about it, Zaire. I like how people try to use that name against you.
Hey, do your homework on Zaire though. Was it legendary when I
Do
was
your
in
homework.
Zaire?
How you spell that?
Zihirr. So listen, right?
2 R's?
Sounds like diarrhea.
Two R.
Just the spelling.
No, but listen, you can ask any male or female that went to high school with Zaire if they mama let them come outside if I was at a party. Guaranteed. Just we can do a LA, if somebody's watching, we can do a poll right now and say, hey, when Zaire was partying when he was in high school and your moms knew about this dude,
Yeah.
was they letting you come outside?
What high school did you go to?
I had NHPs call me, Hoovers called me, everybody called me about all this that been going on. Like, bro, they really don't know you, huh? Like, woo, woo. I'm like, man, you ask the ops about me.
See, okay,
What high school did you go to?
I went to a lot of them. I went to Crenshaw.
but I assume
Westchester.
you watched the Snoopy interview.
Yeah, I did.
The one thing that I was the most concerned about you being offended by was when he said, like, really, me and Brick Baby should be friends because I got beef with my hood and he got beef with his hood. I was like, Brick Baby is not gonna like being
It's-
put into that box.
Yeah, it's a whole different beef. Like my
Two
beef
different
isn't over
beefs.
jealousy. I mean, mine's not over paperwork in my past and not getting put off and all that. That's definitely not what I'm beefing with. And I'm not beefing with my hood. I'm beefing with like internet.
Hmm.
My hood love me. Like the ones that count.
What else is going on? There's the Snoopy badass taking over LA thing, the King of Bompton. That's been a whole lot thing. What else is there? There's
I
just
didn't hear
some
about
fools
Brooklyn,
talking
but I'll
about.
start
It's
bringing them up
crazy.
honestly.
Who you
Yeah.
talking about Snoopy?
Well, I mean, you're just saying that you've been going through all this drama.
Yeah, I went through the drama. It's just I'm on No Jumper, man.
Yeah, no.
Shout out to Adam, man.
Puts the light on you,
said
man.
it. You said it best in one. I don't know if it was Wack or Snoopy, but did you say it? You were like, I think that Brick Baby. Now that he's here, it's a lot of people that don't want to see him, and I don't know exactly the verbiage that you use, but that's exactly what I'm going through. It's like a motherfucker up here. They think I'm making $1 million. They think that I'm. Listen, man, I'm working. I see a whole nother vision. I'm gone. Every time, I've never kicked it with y'all on the block. Y'all always come kick it with me. I ain't kicked it on the block since I got shot in the neck. Fuck, I'm still hanging
What year was
outside
that?
for it. 2011, 2010.
And is that when they were
2010.
saying that you got shot and then that's why you went to Atlanta? Was that the same time?
I went to Atlanta in 2005.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers just talking. Like, I seen what Wax said. Like, you took what Pee Wee told you, and I'm a keep it 1,000. You took what Pee Wee told you, and Pee Wee told you some real gruesome shit. That's why you want to be my friend, first and foremost.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Skull
and you
emoji
took
shit?
the little parts that you could do because you was hating on me. Oh, his mama don't got money. His mama didn't have this. Hey, man, you can't rewrite history, bro. All you got to do is worry about yourself.
Is there mystery in your history?
No. Mine? It can't be. Listen, we in LA, they gonna expose everything they can expose as soon as you get on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no way you can be. I've been in. You know me for years. There's no way that you could be existent and doing the shit that I do with smut on your rep if
Right.
you had mystery in your history.
Right. No, for sure. No mystery. All right. So here's my question for all the Halloweeners out there is so Thursday night, I tried to go to a little OnlyFans creator party. There's this company, Creators Inc., that does the whole like OnlyFans management thing. And so Lena's all telling me like, all right, we're going to this little party or whatever. We get to the party and it ends up being extremely lit. Like a huge number of people there, all kinds of I'm not gonna say like tough people or hard people or anything like that, but there's tons of streamers there. There's tons of people making content and posting the content while I'm there. So as the night goes on, we're there till like 2 a.m. I slowly start to get the feeling of like, oh man,
Too
like,
many people
what
know
the
you're
fuck am I
here.
doing here? Just like a sitting duck at this party. And it was a little nerve wracking. And Steve Aoki actually hit me in the face with a cake.
Yeah.
Which was kind of shocking. I didn't
whole
really.
cake?
Shout out Steve.
Was it
Yeah.
purpose or you was just wrong place, wrong
No,
time?
it was on purpose because, all right, everybody is so fucking clout oriented at this point that, like, this dude comes up to me and he's like, hey, if you and Lena want to go up on stage next to Steve, we could get some content. And I'm kind of like, oh my God, like, this is what we do now. We don't just say, like, oh, you want to get up on stage just like to get up on stage. It's like specifically,
Content
you might
You
go
gotta
up there
do
for a
some
little bit.
bozo shit.
You could get some content. And I'm kind of like, oh, Lord. And I see like girls up there dancing and shit. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. I was hesitant at first. Let's go up there. We're up there. We're dancing. I got a fucking boner on stage. It's kind of awkward. I'm wearing like gym shorts as my costume, and she's just shaking ass on me for like 2 hours. Like all her friends are drunk. They're all fucking dancing on us and shit like that. And then Steve Aoki just starts bringing these cakes up on stage, and he starts like he blasts some random fucking chick in the audience with the cake to her face because this is like some lighthearted EDM type shit.
Yeah,
That's
Steve
his shit.
there,
That's
that's
his
what he
shit.
does.
I think he does it all the time.
No, he
yeah.
does. That is like
Yeah.
his staple piece you want
That
to
and
get
the
with.
boat and the jump.
Yeah,
It's Benihana's son. The people who own Benihana's.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The people
Wow.
who own Benihana was in that Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Wolf on Wall Street.
Yeah, they went to jail
Yeah.
too.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So they was tied
His
in.
dad didn't snitch.
Okay, that's
Steve Aoki's dad didn't snitch.
No, he took the time.
I'm going to judge him appropriately and think that maybe I want to commit crimes with him because maybe he
with
won't
Steve.
snitch either.
Yeah.
okay.
It is crazy. though.
Steve is a loke though.
Is he?
Yeah, I
Shut
fuck
up.
with him.
You got
know
jumped in?
him and Ink got no.
Oh.
I'm just saying like he's tough like you.
Like
You
me?
got tough skin.
Like
You
me?
got tough skin. You
no,
know what I mean?
not tough. You can't put that kind of on me.
You have tough skin, Adam.
Oh, yeah. No, I might have the toughest skin,
Yeah,
but I
that's
might
what
have
I'm
the
like-
least hands of
but
anybody.
nobody
We're not
talking
saying
about
hands.
fight. We talk about like the spookiest situations that will spook a white boy out doesn't spook you out. too
Will you
much.
feel uncomfortable or will you feel
It takes
comfortable?
you more to get uncomfortable in certain situations.
But I don't
I
like
feel
that
like
shit.
they
He get a
intrigue
rush
you.
out of it.
Yeah, I
Like he
feel
get a
You've
rush
been
out
to
of being in
watch the
situations.
projects, bro. You've been everywhere.
Watch people
It doesn't
cook and crack.
like that's what I'm saying. That's not a
I was cooking crack.
Not too many people just pulling up.
That's
like
one of
that.
my favorite vlogs. Yes.
But I feel like white people on average, like the YouTubers and the bloggers and stuff, they don't seem scared of pulling up anywhere. My man Tommy G, he be everywhere, every fentanyl block in America, he's there filming a vlog. Like, it don't matter.
Tommy G, was he with Vice or something?
Nah, he's the white boy with the lisp who like just puts out a vlog like every 2 days
Yeah,
of
he
him
just
like
did the
What
Boot
did he
Girls
do?
in Atlanta.
he's like kicking it with the gangster disciples in the middle of a war zone and like but his videos are like really good, like they're very like fast paced and like you just get to see a lot of shit, so they're kind of addictive. He's kind of taken like the whole hood vlogging thing and he's just like turned it into like a very shiny polished project, whereas a lot of people like when they came out doing the hood vlog shit is just kind of like I'm gonna point my camera or whatever for 20 minutes, you know.
for sure. They don't know what to do when they in the hood.
Yeah, but I don't know, like especially just riding BMX all those years, I felt like I was just constantly inserting myself into dangerous situations. So,
Because the places you can ride at.
but I have this weird level of paranoia about doing the store where I feel like in that environment, I'm just gonna have to be security the fuck up because I am not trying to have to deal with any kind of situations on my own while I'm in that situation. You know,
I got a
Somebody
taste
will
of it
press
this
you at the
weekend,
store?
bro.
what happened?
I'm sitting right there, and I haven't got this in a long time because usually when I see people, I see customers, I see money, right? Dude hop out, he come up to me. First, he act like he knows me. And I got to get refreshed to this because that's what they're going to do. They're going to act like they know. Duh, what up, nigga? I ain't seen you in a minute. So now I'm like, where do I know this nigga from?
Yeah, I hate that.
But I'm like, all right, cool. He talking to me.
See, I see people do that to you, and I just assume you actually know every single
No,
person.
but it's cool because I got like a little, like probably like 62 minutes before it's like, okay, it's over with.
Right.
So now it gets to like 5 minutes and he's still acting like he know me. And then he like, yeah, I'm really with the ism. Then Sharp walk up.
Oh, you talk about Pink Cat. I came later.
Yep.
Cousin of Pink Cat.
You guys give him a
sir.
nickname already?
Yeah, me and
Pink
Shy Pink.
Bro, and then he like, hey, Dub, I'm trying to get this. I'm good. Then I'm like, where do I know you from? Because it's like, now you're talking about some bread. You're like, oh, no, I just met you. So I've been sitting right here for 10 minutes talking to your motherfucking ass, and I didn't know you for shit.
That's why you gotta remember faces.
Go in there and pay for that fucking hat, nigga.
But at a certain point, remembering faces don't really work when you meet like 100 people a day.
Because people start looking the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just got to get used to like keeping it short, bro. Because I literally was sitting there smoking, talking to this nigga for like a cool 20 minutes and did not know shit about him. Now, I was no danger moment because my security is right next to me all the time. So it was no
He was at the
danger.
Mexican
But it was like
spot.
the
I
fact
came
that you're
when y'all
taking
pulled
my
up.
energy and my mind frame and my fucking, like, my awareness because I'm sitting here talking to you. I don't even know your ass.
Well, wait. What is the ism exactly? Is that him just saying he's a pimp?
Yeah.
But he didn't have
Pink
bitches
cat.
with him?
He had a bitch.
Well,
He had
when he was
one
with
bitch.
me, she probably was in the car. But only reason I kind of didn't really have too much problems with him because he was cracking everything that walked past. Asian bitches, white bitches,
Just
black
hollering?
bitches, just
Hawking-
you know.
also-
But it's different. Like it's one thing you got the thirsty dudes that walk up to him and the bitches give him no type of play. Then it's like, bro, you bothering the customers.
Yeah.
But every girl was actually putting their number in his phone.
So he
Cat.
had the ism. He wasn't
had
lying.
the ism,
He
bruh.
had the ism.
And then he went in there and had a bitch buy him a shirt.
Dead dummies.
See, I feel like I might have the ism, but now I'm an old married man. So
You
I
ain't
don't-
got the ism.
I don't
You
got it?
You don't got the ism. The ism is different. It's like you got to like you can look at a situation and know how to prevail based off of words.
But I'm
So
gonna
he's
be
a thirsty crip though.
I'm a thirsty.
yeah, but we talking
guy.
about the ism.
No, okay.
What?
It's like
What?
I'm just
ism
a
is when
thirsty
they
guy.
don't know you.
Thirsty
They know you, so it's kind of different. Like
Exactly.
they cannot
That's
know
what I'm
you,
saying.
and you're still cracking.
I
That's
got a
different.
reminder of that when I was at this party, though, is that girls who didn't even know who I was with or whatever were coming up to me and like asking me for my number and shit. And then Lena's like right there, and I'm like, I kind of told like one of them, I'm like, you can get my Instagram. She goes, what? You won't give me your number? And I'm like, you know I'm married, right? And she just gets like this crazy look on her face, like, oh fuck. So then I start talking to her friend right there. I go, so what? You do porn? Because she looked kind of young. She looked like she'd be like 21 or some shit. I'm kind of trying to feel her out. Like, is this a porn star girl? Because she got a little bit too much like brightness to her eyes. Like I could tell that her soul hasn't been corrupted by the porn industry yet. This is what she said to me. She said, I'm thinking about it, but it might be kind of awkward because of who my dad is. I go, who's your dad?
Horace Grant.
My dad is Horace Grant.
You was
Does that mean anything
getting
to you?
approached by Horace Grant daughter.
I mean, not
That's
even
what-
approached. I'm just having a chill little conversation with her, and then she's
Yo,
telling me she's
I-
Horace Grant's daughter.
I didn't
the
think
guy-
Do your
conversation
Googles.
went
With the goggles, right?
He was on the
That's what
dream
the guy
team,
was.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was with Michael. Horace.
Horace.
Man.
That's
the
crazy.
goggles. He's the
I just
first
think of him as the
goggle
guy
man.
with the
I
goggles.
think they
Yeah.
got OF shit and all that. What's the night? Well, I don't know. Is OF porn? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's
OnlyFans?
not always, but it basically is.
It
But
don't
like
have
when
to
I
be
think of
porn.
OF, bro, it's like they don't take it as serious as like most people do. Like when people doing the OF shit, because like, did y'all just see the clip with the one basketball player
Yes.
who was getting mad at his wife because she has an OF, but
Joe
she's
Smith.
not like, I'm not doing this to fuck niggas. I'm not doing. It's another. It's like Uber. It's
wasn't-
like fucking Lyft. It's another way to get some money.
She
Let's talk
wasn't
about
trying
that.
to embarrass him.
So basically, this is video
needed-
that
she needed to put
everybody under the sun probably already seen this video of this ex-NBA player, Joe Smith, and he's basically yelling at his wife. He's pissed off. He doesn't realize that she's filming, but she started on OnlyFans, and she didn't feel like it was her job to tell her husband that she started an OnlyFans. I don't really understand how she could possibly have thought that that was acceptable. You know, like obviously this is his right, his ability to know about this. Now, maybe it would be a little different if he was like dead broke, didn't have anything going for him.
that's the
but
problem.
still,
That's
you
sad,
need to
man.
tell your fucking husband. Obviously,
Well, he said, "How was it when you met me?" So he obviously got her from up out of them trenches.
because that's what I'm seeing now, though, is that she had a whole porn career before he married her.
Exactly.
But still, if you stop doing porn to start being in this relationship, and then at some point, 10 years down the road, because she looked like she a little bit
But
older.
if I could sell some pussy on the side, save the household, then I'm like the fucking goat, right?
but let me know. Like you got to tell
But
me.
you're
I can't
too
be
soft to
finding
let
out.
you know. You're too
Communication.
soft. You made me stop doing porn. Like you're too soft.
And
for me to
honestly,
let you
you're
know.
not taking
And
care of the
You're not
agreement.
taking care of what we need taken care
But
of.
is he
So
not? Like he's an
must not know
ex-NBA
if he was
player.
She said it.
Oh,
she
she
said that I needed shit to fulfill. She tried not to embarrass
But
him
when
about
she's
his
talking about
financial
fulfilled
status.
shit, I feel like she's talking about being fulfilled as
No,
a
no.
businesswoman and spiritually. Because if they really have no money,
That's that white boy.
she needs to be involved in this conversation. What are you saying?
She's talking about, nigga, we broke, motherfucker. You can see it in her voice.
you
We're
can see it.
broke.
It's
You
a
got
nice
me
house,
doing
though.
jobs. You got me doing this. This is why would you rather me go and work at a job when I can sit right here, take pictures, and get way more money?
But see,
she
this is
said
how I know that you're
OnlyFans
not
breaks
white, is
bread.
because you don't understand that in the heart of a woman, there is an adventurous side that can only be fulfilled by doing OnlyFans.
That's
Well,
how you
that-
know
that's-
he's not white.
Well, it's based on what he just said to me, yeah.
Yeah, I'm for sure not
You got to
white.
be able to see the other side of the coin.
You got to be able to if you need to. Now, if everything is straight, you shouldn't have to.
I'm in agreement. She should let her husband know everything, right?
It's not even that. It's not even a question. It's
But
like
what if,
I think you should bring
what
it
if
up.
she caught him and he was tricking and then like locked her in and then she was like turned her into a square when she was a hoe at heart. Like
Hoe
you
at
get what
heart.
I'm saying?
I was
She's a
finna
hoe
say,
at heart,
hoe at
and
heart.
you're trying to turn me into a square.
Can't do it.
And then it's like, damn, all right, I've been playing the square thing and we've been having the bare minimum for the last couple years. Like, oh, I could post a picture or two and get some bread. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna go
But
back.
either way, if you're in a relationship, if you get married, all of a sudden the whole concept of doing shit for revenge should just be out the
I
fucking
don't think
window.
it was revenge. I think it was really like just
Yeah,
trying
but he's suggesting that like, oh, maybe he was fucking around or whatever. Like, you know, her trying to get her get back by.
No.
No,
by-
I didn't suggest that.
Oh, okay. You're saying that like he tried to convert her
He
over
was
to
tricking
being a
on
normal
her.
person. But that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that conversation about like if you're a wife and you're going to change something very dramatic about your relationship or how you engage with the public, then you need to be willing to have that conversation before it spills
But you
over into the
can't
public.
make
Because
the hoe a housewife.
you totally can. Look at me, I did it. But damn, I don't know about everybody
You
else's
guys
girls,
are
but
both still sluts. What are you talking about?
But
You
only
guys-
on camera.
Exactly.
Y'all just
So you get it,
redefinition
you
of
know?
it. Y'all
no,
made it
I've
look-
taken many hoes and turned them into housewives. Now, granted, it might have been for a couple weeks or a month, but it's still like it's easy. Actually, it's really
No, you can't.
Most
do it, but
hoes
you're
are
not
looking to be
supposed
housewives.
You can, but you're not
Exactly right.
supposed to. Is the thing. It's like you can take this hoe, make her a housewife, but what does it come with? The
Listen,
things that it come with, you're not tripping about.
I'm an entrepreneur. Throughout my career, I have managed to take things that most people thought did not have a lot of value, like being a BMX rider or hanging out at underground rap shows in downtown LA or you know doing YouTube content, which when I started out doing it, nobody saw it as a way that you were going to make a whole shitload of money. And I've been able to take those things and convert it into something that was big and popular and whatever, profitable. And I feel the same way about turning a hoe into a housewife. That is actually really what I would recommend to anybody out there. Get it out your bitch. If you can't get it out yourself, if you're a square, if you're a normal dude, I tell dudes all the time, if you got a little bit
He's
of
not getting it out the bitch. He's mad.
Oh
that
no,
she's getting
he's
it.
fucked up.
She
But I'm
should.
talking about just
All
in
right,
general.
yeah,
My
okay.
advice to the guys out there is find the hottest girl that you can get something going with and then either start doing porn, start selling pussy, start fucking making YouTube vlogs, have a family, make some TikToks. A girl, as soon as you get with a girl or whatever, if you are a celebrity, if you have any level of fame going on, as soon as you bring a girl into the picture, it makes
agree.
you so much more interesting to other people.
Moneybag Yo and Ari,
Exactly.
Lil Baby and Jada.
Moneybag Yo is just a rapper until you start having these relationships, and that kind of
Now he's
converts
a
you
brand.
over.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Lil Baby and Jada, Dirk and what's India?
India.
Yeah, it happens. I feel like celebrities can use their woman as brand placements and stuff.
And if any one of them bitches start OnlyFans, they are out. Scout. Does Ari have OnlyFans?
No, I don't think so, right?
If I know if India starts an OnlyFans, Dirk
no
will
way.
shoot that bitch.
For sure.
But it's
if
really
you're Lil
only
Durk,
if you're
you're-
still taking care of your their business. If the guy ain't taking care, they look you can't say shit.
I'm just saying.
Ari would
period.
do a OnlyFans if Moneybag Yo fell off and couldn't provide any more
She for
finance.
sure.
Oh, they all
She
are
would
one
do
breakup
it.
away
I
from
don't-
starting OnlyFans.
I don't agree with it though. It's like you probably should talk about it. You should ask her, be like, "How would you feel if I did this?" I think it could bring us in some extra
Because-
money.
Any big decision that your girl makes, you want her to tell you about it beforehand, right?
For sure.
Like, oh, you're gonna buy a fucking new handbag. I want to know about it before. Never mind, you starting on OnlyFans.
But this is the thing. Let's say they got the bag, right? Everything cool. You don't got the bag. She mentions to you, "Oh, I want to start an OnlyFans." You know, two things that can happen. You can go for it, or you can put your fucking clinks on and hit the fucking field. Because if you don't start bringing bread in, your bitch pussy about to be all over the internet. So what you want to do? You want the pussy on the internet, or you about to get your rusty ass up and go and make a bag?
I'm saying
coulda
put
did it
that pussy
together.
on the internet.
They could have.
I'm saying I put
together.
this dick on the damn court for 20 years and still can't get right, bitch. You might need to put that
The
pussy
one,
on
the one
internet.
thing about this, I've seen a lot of people suggesting though, is that why is this such a consistent thing that a guy will be the breadwinner and earn all this money for all these years and shit, and then as soon as he's not earning that money anymore, he becomes like a joke to his wife, and she's willing to basically like treat him as if he never
But
did
that's
shit.
not a joke because she could have left and really tore his ass up and just took half of the house and all. Like, let's sell this shit. Let's
Yeah,
get
that's
up outta
probably
here.
next. That's probably next.
No, it's really
it's a
because
nice
he
house.
put, but
She
it's
loves
different
him.
bitches.
She went
you
and
went and
not
got the
get-
hoe. You went, he went and got the hoe.
She loves you, nigga. She's not getting fucked. She's posting pictures that you
It's a
don't even
gateway.
like
It's a
anymore.
gateway to getting
like she
fucked.
sends these pictures to you in your fucking text messages and you don't even hit the heart or the thumbs up to her.
It's like new videos. It's not her
You-
fucking nobody.
no, she's not fucking nobody. It's
She's not. I assumed when I saw it that it's got.
Adam hit that.
What the fuck? I want to hit this shit for. I got all y'all lips on and shit. This shit got coronavirus in it.
Bro, you are a porn star.
I'm
You better
taking it
shut
old
up.
school with it. Never seen me smoke.
Never seen you
I'm
smoke.
motherfucking be real out here. They call me
Yeah,
A real.
A-real.
But
Hey, real.
my whole thing is that she's probably just posting bikini photos, right?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Any decision that affects how I am viewed publicly, we need to talk about that shit. And I
sure.
say that as someone who has made the biggest fucking decisions in terms of how I am viewed.
Yeah.
The craziest shit that anybody ever did, letting a motherfucker bang my bitch on camera. It's
You can
like
put
it
the
was
pussy
still a
or
whole
something. Yeah, I
conversation
wouldn't.
beforehand. If she did
He
that spur of the
deserves-
moment, didn't ask me beforehand, it would have been a very, very different conversation.
Yeah, it for sure should have been talked about. But just playing devil's advocate on both sides, when niggas about to go and sell that pound or that brick,
They
you don't
talk
mention
about
it.
Yeah.
You go right out and jump in that
this
car
is
and you
good
don't
point.
mention
You're
it.
right. And then you get caught. Your wife is getting judged
Yeah,
because why'd you get
yeah.
into a relationship with a cocaine trafficker?
Yeah.
Dressed
Or
up like a
whatever you
Scooby-Doo
do.
character.
Yeah. And you go ahead.
We have a real mystery here, you guys.
yeah.
Good one, good one.
And when you in jail, you gonna want
Not
her to
the
put that
bang.
pussy on the internet. Like, go ahead, put the picture up. Bitch.
Oh, you get locked up and then you become an
you
OnlyFans
cool with
manager
it?
for your girl. That for sure could happen.
Let me
ahead,
talk
put
to
the
them.
pussy
I know
up.
what they
It's
want to hear.
Go ahead, put the pussy up. It is.
That's
I'm
amazing.
just saying, bro.
Nah, but I don't know. That shit. The reason why this story is so fucking viral is because a lot of people could imagine themselves in a similar situation.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, all right, bro. Your girl knows you best. She's with you every day. She know what you gonna go for and what you're not gonna go for.
She's assuming what
Eh,
you're going to go for and what you're not
But
going to
listen, okay, whatever. You can say assuming, but when people are in real relationships, they already know like OnlyFans is not a fucking option for this dude. It's no option for me to go in here and have a civil conversation about me doing the OnlyFans because he might have that I was that nigga syndrome. And he still ain't realized
Don't know
that
how to
he's not
adapt.
that nigga.
You gotta
He's-
adapt, bro.
You know what I mean? Like you waiting on your retirement check to come from the league or however it come through or Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to talk about him financially because who the fuck am I? You
We
know
got
what
to
I
do
mean?
our research on Joe Smith.
Yeah, that's all it is.
But okay, because I've been thinking about this a lot because I'm watching this reality show on Netflix about this guy Tyson Fury, right? He's a boxer and he, was like a big star, heavyweight champion of the fucking world or whatever. At a certain point, made a ton of money. He got 6 kids and he lives in England or whatever with his kids and his wife. And now he has entered into this new stage in his life because he retired, where basically he's, trying to find stuff to do around the house and trying to live his life. But he's only 35, but he's retired as a boxer. And the thing about it is that I'm still seeing his wife, when I watch this show, give him the respect that he deserves. Because especially if you're an athlete and that's how you're going to earn a living. Like, okay, if I'm a lawyer, if I got into my relationship now when I was, 30 or whatever, and I'm going to be a lawyer until I'm like 70, 75. Like you retire old as fuck. If you're an athlete, if you're an NBA player or a fucking boxer,
any athlete damn near.
you are taking all of your breadwinning, money-earning years that you're actually making a shitload of money, and you're kind of cramming them into the first part of your life, because in almost every sport, you're basically done by the time you're whatever, 30, 40.
35 for real.
Yeah,
but
some sports
40.
you can age a little bit older, and
baseball. and
yeah,
shit.
even as an MMA fighter, a lot of those guys are still doing pretty well in their careers, 35 into their late 30s, maybe 40. But if you're an NBA player, I mean, the assumption is that you might only have a career for 5 or 10 years, but you're going to make enough money to be able to take care of your whole family afterwards.
If you
but I
save
think
it right.
I think a lot of bitches are kind of deluded into thinking that if you don't put on a suit or go into work every day, that you're not really providing anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I might have got all my providing done early on in my life.
Exactly. You are correct.
Already brought the house.
Yeah.
Put some money up.
Yeah, he bought
But
the
it-
house. He got money saved.
But if the money's slow, you gotta get it out.
Even
your
if the
hoe.
money's slow,
If the money's slow, you can't get it out your hoe, Adam.
and you got to tell me beforehand. It seems like the easiest
I'm
thing in the
for
world.
it. I probably would have sent her the link. Like,
I mean, I feel like this
try
is
to
just
start one.
this is a situation where she is so 1,000% in the wrong. Not
standing on
not for
business.
doing it in general, but for not having the conversation about it beforehand. Because you know how he found out? He's probably looking at Twitter. He's probably looking at his Instagram
Somebody
Probably
comments.
looking at
sent it to
Reddit.
him. One of
Yeah.
his friends probably sitting like, this your bitch, right?
She
Exactly.
probably paid too many bills.
Not your bitch. This is your wife that you've been with for like 10 plus years.
What if she paid all the bills and then like she's like, hey,
That should
what
be
the fuck?
crazy.
Seems
He
unlikely.
Bullshit
played
walks.
like 16 years, and now you only worth $100K.
Damn.
You just looked it up.
You look
Yeah,
good.
Shut the fuck up. That's his net worth.
$100K, bro. It's
got
just
a
like,
podcast.
you got to put that shit up.
Or they got to be an OnlyFans couple.
I ain't
You
gonna lie,
really
she
put it-
rode though, because I know everybody named Mama going to her OnlyFans now.
Joe Smith
Went
net
crazy.
worth.
Yeah, she's up right now. Like,
Oh, this could have been.
I ain't
a
gonna lie.
skit.
When I first met
This could've been a
Adam,
whole
and
skit
he
for
used to
promo.
tell me the numbers that Lena used to get, I used to be like, "What the fuck?"
She got way more than that now. But look at this. Smith's NBA career earned him over $61 million.
So that's
If he actually only has 100 grand, that is
15
shocking.
years.
But
What is 15 years divided by
$61 million should be able to last you and your family the rest of your life, unless
Hell
you are a
no.
complete fucking
Hell
imbecile.
no.
What are you talking
Hell
about?
no.
it could be not
They was
financial.
fucking
You
it
tell
up
me
as
why.
he was going.
You tell me why $61 million is not enough for a fucking family to live off for the rest of their
Yeah,
lives.
if you gave a family in Watts $61 million, they can live
Take
on. This
that
is
shit
an
is
NBA
gone.
player.
We
He
take
has to have
35%
security.
out of that,
He has to do
40%.
this.
Why does he need security? He's just some random NBA player. Ain't
Bro,
no way
30
recognizing him at Trader Joe's.
First of all, bro, I'm just saying you need better security. You can't stay like you say $61 million to a family that's only spending around $60,000 a year.
Joe
Yes.
Smith does not need any security.
right? When
He's
he was in
a
the NBA,
random.
when he was in the NBA,
No, maybe at that time he
that's what
required
I'm
stuff
talking
for
about.
certain
When
types
he
of
was
events and stuff.
61, you're playing the NBA for
61
15
million
years.
work.
Blow through, though.
Look, 15
You
years.
should be able to live off $61 million.
lifetime.
Of
That's-
A lot
course.
of bread to blow.
Because
If you blow $61 million, and that's when
And
you.
he didn't invest it into anything. He
Exactly, and then you could-
That's
fast
your
food,
fault. If you don't turn the
laundromat.
61 into something else, then
Planned
I hear what
Parenthood.
you're
If you
saying.
take your
know what I'm saying?
61
With those
million-
type of habits.
Hey, phone guy, let's get in the zone here. What are you doing over there? This isn't a
That's
fucking
not-
Starbucks.
Nah, he seen it was 4 M's a year. I was gonna tell you,
doing the
60,
math. He
60
over there.
M's.
All you have to do is
15,
take that
so.
shit and put it in the fucking bank, and then you're going to be earning a crazy
Brother,
amount
they
of money
don't
off
make that
interest.
much. What are y'all talking about, bro? Do you not? You act like he got 61 at one time.
You want me-
This man is making $3 million a year. How much do you think you spending making? You got mortgage, you got cars, you
Overhead.
got private,
How
you got
long
private
was he
school
a-
for your kids. You got workouts with special trainers.
But
what
I'm
are you
saying,
talking about?
even $1 million a year is way more than you need to do all those
to
things.
do what?
To put 2 kids in private school and then pay your mortgage and then pay for the notes on the cars.
You still like at 250,000.
Especially if you
Yeah,
don't have no
that's a
business to
$250,000.
invest in.
Well,
I can
that's
see
what
if
I'm
he
saying.
was
Y'all don't
jumping
know.
into a
He might
business.
have had a
He's
business
living.
at the time.
He might have been living like
you
a
got
rapper.
family members. You got you're black in the NBA.
He
bro.
had a 16-year career.
16-year career. You only made $3 million a
And
year,
he fucked
and you
up.
didn't even make $3 million a year. You got it a 5-year deal, another 5-year deal, 3-year deal.
Is that after taxes?
Come
too?
on, bro. What are you
That's
talking
before
about?
taxes.
That's before taxes. So now you got to take
Come on.
40%
What are y'all
off of that
talking about?
damn near
61 million
35 to
is-
40%.
If you at that level, that's not a lot of fucking
But
money.
what level are we talking about? His bitch had to start an OnlyFans. Like he apparently isn't
that
really.
mean that they got the house and the money's not coming in. That don't mean you don't have you still own a house, you own some of them cars, but if the money's not coming in, bro, you can't even fucking go to Vegas
All the
for a
people
weekend.
watching this right now are thinking, well, what the fuck is going on in my life? How am I able to survive
Yeah,
off
for
less than
60
6 figures a year? Because that's what 99% of the world is doing, even in America. It's like, like yes, maybe he was.
Yeah, that's
he was
because they're
used-
not getting invited to their
Everybody-
friends'
but
game, and you got to
everybody-
bring them a gift.
listen.
You got to fly to Miami for the weekend for this
Listen,
such
bro.
and such. That shit
You
You
costs.
don't have to fly
The
to Miami
lifestyle.
for the weekend.
The lifestyle that you live when you make
You're a
the
regular
NBA.
guy. That's why your name is Joe Smith.
He's not regular.
It's
If you
not
put-
that's
anyway.
At a certain point, if you
That's
don't
what I'm
have it
saying.
like
If
that,
he
then you
was
got to
living
choose
like
to
a
be
rapper-
regular.
But listen, he was living like the people that was balling in the league. Don't
Clearly.
think
But you
that
have
he
to
wasn't
live
chasing.
within your own means.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but what's
but
your
he's
mean when
black.
you're on a whole
Retired.
team full of people
He's
making
black, Adam.
We're not going to use that as an
That's
excuse.
not,
Oh, yeah,
that's
it's
not
an
a good
excuse.
excuse though.
Fuck
'cause
is
there's
you
a lot of
talking
niggas
about?
that
Name one
living
nigga that
within their
saved
means.
this
We need
money
to get to
except
the
for Michael
bottom of this.
Jordan.
What
Niggas
deals?
that saving their money, bro.
Who?
Yeah, of course.
And
A lot
that's
of
just
people in the
NBA.
NBA
That doesn't have anything to do with
Oh.
endorsements
So
or
did we
anything.
even know who he was until this happened? So
Who?
like,
Joe?
No, but
Yeah,
there's
I
a
know Joe
million
Smith
NBA
is.
players
There's a
that
lot
are
of NBA
basically
players.
anonymous to us that earned an insane amount of money.
And they're broke
And
as
at a
fuck.
certain point, yes, maybe you're in the club all the time while you're making that much money. You
Spending
shouldn't be.
money.
It's fucking dumb. But
Okay.
if you chose to do that, then at a certain point, once you realize like, oh shit, we're down to our last 10 million. Maybe we're gonna have to make this stretch for the next couple decades. I mean, it should be pretty easy to start living within your means, considering you were living this massively wealthy fucking lifestyle for all those years before that, right?
And he retired over 10 years ago.
Come
Give Vinny
on.
and my homie $61
For
million
sure, he
on the board.
retired over 10 years
That's a lot of time that he
I
could have
ain't
been
seen
putting
Joe,
into
Joe
you know,
was on the Hawks.
investing,
Like,
starting some kind of
it's a lot
business,
shit.
doing
I'm
something with
just saying,
himself.
If you say whatever, what did he get signed? 97. What is it right now? What's 97? How many years is that from?
26 years ago.
26 years ago, right?
that's 20. That's 2011 is when he retired. 13.
And I don't think he actually when they say that like that 61 million, I don't think all that was NBA. It was like, okay, you might have got an endorsement check over
What
here.
endorsement?
I assume
Yeah.
that doesn't include endorsements. Also,
It
his
should.
name is Joe Smith. He might not.
Well,
have
I'm
had any
looking at his
endorsements,
contracts right here. This don't even add up to 60 something.
When I was a kid, we used to
All his
go.
contracts are like 3 years, 2
When
million.
I was a kid, we used to go to the local bike shop, and
all the
like
contracts,
there would be
two,
some random NBA player doing a meet and greet at the local bike shop, and I'm assuming that he was making what, like $1,000, like some whatever ass
autographs?
amount of money for him to just sign autographs in a bike shop. Joe Smith, get on your fucking grind, get out there to the local Trek store and sign some autographs. I'm saying there's still got to be plenty of ways that you can make money. Like start a podcast or something.
I got the solution. His wife should go do Basketball Wives. Duh.
But I don't know if he's enough of a basketball player for
Well,
them
don't
to
take
really
anybody.
care,
There's
right?
people on there that's not married, ain't never been married to a basketball player. Just
One
fuck
mic,
one
guys.
back
Come
in
on,
the
come on.
90s.
Mike's only. No, this is very unique on our podcast. That
Yeah,
people
I
think
know,
that you
no,
can just talk. If you
no,
go away
no,
from the mic, you can just talk.
no. We were putting the
We
contract
need to be a
up, so
part
we
of
could-
whatever.
Yeah.
All right, we was just looking at the
We
discussion
were
contract.
you're
looking
doing.
at the contract so we could bring it up.
All right.
That's why.
Own
But he
us.
did catch
Yes,
it.
sir.
Own me.
Yeah. So now he was saying he wasn't making nothing, but I had scrolled down and showed him it was a 5-year span where he made 34 million. It was a 2-year span where he made 10 million, and it was like a 3-year span where he made 9 million. So he did make money, but it was early in his career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he 2010 to 2010. So he was out of there 2010. So you got to think whatever he had left over at the end, had he made bad decisions and all that shit, it rolls over to like, what am I doing now when I leave the league? I'm not coaching or nothing.
Okay. Do we have a link to Joe Smith's wife's Joe? I'm gonna search Joe Smith's wife's OnlyFans because let me find out she got about fucking 200 people following her on there, and I'm gonna be pissed because
The number done went up now. The
There's
price
no-
done went up too.
Yeah.
I bet you the price done went up.
Yeah.
It was kind of fire. He low key
$12.99.
saved them.
Now
She
it's
saved
20.
each other because him going off like that made people talk about it. And now they're about to search it.
Yep.
And even if I'm not a big fan, I'm at least get that month.
I need to figure out.
You gotta have them on
her
blood talk.
name.
That's
Oh,
all
here we
it
go.
is.
Oh wait, look.
Both of them?
Yeah, they can drink them in a water bottle.
I'll fuck Joe
No.
Smith's wife any day.
No, I'm saying he said both of them. I have both of them on Plug Talk.
Yeah,
Only the
Plug
wife
Talk.
could
I ain't
get.
gonna Tony Willrich him
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I can't even find her Instagram. She ain't even promoting herself like that.
It's not the link in bio.
Well, I'm trying to even find her Instagram. It's not working.
Keisha Chavez.
You got to see what her name is.
Keisha
Should be
Chavez.
Mrs. Joe Smith.
He probably made it delete it.
That's kinky.
Her name's Keisha Chavez, so she ain't even Keisha Smith.
That's crazy.
What are we
Wait,
talking
is
about
that
here?
serious? She didn't change her name?
Oh, she don't respect this nigga at all.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Like,
mind blowing.
That's
some
why.
bullshit, bro.
But it just gives you a point.
That
like,
was her
it
come
just
up.
makes you
this
think.
was her come up. Easy.
Okay, let's say right now, boom. Next 15 years is 23. 15 years is whatever. I made 61 million, right? Now 10 years later, for whatever investment reasons, taxes, I might have got sued. My bitch before you, or child support, whatever the case. I'm down. Girl, you was with me for these fucking 15 years. I was up as fuck. You know, blowing this shit. We taking trips. I'm big gifts. I'm taking care of your mama. She probably
don't
had a
mean
surgery.
nothing,
Now,
people.
10 years later, you disrespecting the fuck out of me.
That don't mean nothing. To
So it's like, really, when you in the moment and you winning,
But
That
I was
ain't
a
it.
porn star when you met me, Dub.
you got played.
it don't matter.
He turned
You
a
got
hoe
me
into a
out the strip
housewife.
club. So what you think I was gonna do? if
Wait,
I
no, I'm
was
just
a-
saying this is for them. This is for people out there.
How
you gotta
long-
think about that. These bitches ain't gonna be with you.
How
That-
long have
and
they
put
been
some of that
married?
money up?
Yeah, it's bad people in this
How long was he
Responded just
married
like
to
the
her?
bitch.
Oh, when did they get married?
Joe Smith. I can't believe I'm actually doing all this Googling on this podcast. We should
Yeah,
be
bro,
less
we gotta save some more
fact-based.
money.
I know, right? Just say
Marriage.
whatever.
We're just like, now we're trying to, oh, they've only been married for a few years.
Oh wow!
Oh.
So you came in at the butt end of
Oh,
this shit.
she came in when he
She
was acting
came
like
in
he
late.
Oh, he
had
probably
married
capped out
him.
just
He was
because
She
capping
fucked on him real
down.
good.
I thought she's
She was
finna.
lying. He was lying.
And look
about
at
the
look at
bag
all
he
the other
had.
stuff that he's been doing. Joe Smith's wife, Keisha Chavez, once refused to wear revealing wedding dress. Smith and Keisha Chavez got married in 2018. There's damn near the pandemic already when they got married. And the wedding was broadcast on the reality show Say Yes to the Dress. So they out here doing things. They're like publicly out here.
Oh
Apparently,
yeah,
Joe
that's why
Smith.
she tripping like, bro, stop acting all
Yeah, like
big.
we did this for a TV show.
This what we
nigga.
do.
Yeah,
Oh, they did date for a few years before 2018. So
that's
I will say
cool.
that.
That's cool.
But he was still out the league.
But you was with all the shits at first. That's what she's talking about. Like, come on, bro. I had to tell you that my dress was too revealing at the wedding.
That was crazy. Would he pick it out or something? Yeah. How do you end up with a dress that you're not comfortable with?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
You're
like,
not even supposed to see it.
Could be a planned marriage.
I didn't know what my chick's dress was going to look
TV
like
show,
until
bro.
we
It's a
fucking
TV
got married.
It was
TV show production.
come on,
I ain't had
man.
no
It was
wedding.
production.
All right,
Then we stuck it out.
I want there to be a poll in the chat, in the live chat, though. Could you survive for the rest of your life off $61 million? I feel like people are going to say yes.
No, you could, but
Cook
it's
in
like
the
you
bud.
got to know that you not. If somebody say right now, can you survive? Give me 61 million. I'ma live the rest of my life. Now he not on that, bro. He making this shit. You just get a $34 million check. You about to go and take and buy another house, a few investments. That shit crashed.
Okay. Did anyone else do anything interesting for Halloween? Because I forgot about this. I didn't realize it was going to be like this, but it very much feels like in LA, Halloween, it might be like the time to party in LA,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
the
it
best
is.
time of
It
year to go out
is.
because all the girls are dressed like fucking prostitutes.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah. You're just a thirsty.
Oh, I'm the
Zesty
thirstiest,
disciple.
zestiest motherfucker on earth, and I'm just running
Thirsty
around.
ZD.
Just the whole time I was at that party, I'm just staring at bare naked BBLs and boob jobs the whole time, just
Did
loving
it
it.
matter if it was trans or not?
It definitely mattered. I didn't really. Oh yeah, a trans person did come up to me and is trying to get on the show. So she told me that she does numbers on Aiden Ross's stream.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, is it
You don't
the
know.
one
Is
and
she
only?
bigger?
I
Yeah.
thought it
That
was
one
the
that was
big
Thinking
one.
I'm talking about fucking Gorlock, the
Yeah.
destroyer.
Yeah.
No, I would have started there if it was Gorlock the destroyer. Hey, and speaking of starting there, let's start there. When your money's on the line, choose a trusted sports book that gives you the tools to win, like MyBookie. At MyBookie, it doesn't matter if your team is up or down. You can easily cash out or bet the game live to come out on the winning side. Use MyBookie for daily odds boosts, same game parlays, and take advantage of huge prize pool contests. Plus, MyBookie has a no strings attached cash bonus that lets you deposit and withdraw quick. Just use promo code NOJUMPER, one word, on your first deposit, and you will receive up to $200 in cash. That's no jumper to claim your bonus now. Try the MyBookie money bag to grab a potential Super Bowl front runner at long shot odds. That's plus 38,000 on the Eagles and the Chiefs. You won't find odds like that anywhere else. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, only with MyBookie.
Speaking about getting booked, how about Colorado?
What is that?
Oh,
Booked
why
for
they
their
do my
chains
boys
during
like
the game?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You
What
know,
happened?
They
So
got
Deion
booked for those
Sanders,
chains in the locker room.
Yeah, they came out here to play at UCLA, I think, right? And then they stole like all their jewelry and shit.
Just trying to figure out who was
Okay,
it though.
so tell me the whole thing. What happened? I have no idea what you guys are talking
What?
about.
All right, so
Someone got robbed during a game.
Let me break it
Show
down.
some
So
joy.
first of all, we got the Colorado team. They the iciest team out of all of them.
What sport and what?
Football, Colorado College. Deion Sanders' son plays on
You
the
guys
team.
pay attention to college football
We
now?
play
Well,
attention
Deion's
to
the
what's
coach.
in
Deion's the
the
coach,
the.
so it's
Deion Sanders is the coach, so you
Yeah.
guys pay attention to him?
Well, it's like
He
a
made it a
trendy
spectacular-
thing
Left
for the. They
Jackson
came
State,
from an
yeah,
all-black school, and they took the whole
Oh.
team to Colorado. Now they're playing in the
We
Pac-12.
might need to start with him with Deion. You know who Deion Sanders is?
A athlete? Was he a
Prime
football
time.
player?
Prime
Okay,
time
okay.
slash-
No, 'cause he did
Sanders-
both, right?
No, no.
Slash rapper.
Deion
Yeah,
Sanders.
baseball
No, that's
too.
Bo Jackson.
No, he did
Deion
baseball
Sanders is
Deion,
wide
Deion.
receiver, right?
too.
One-
No, he was a cornerback.
Cornerback. One of
played
the
everything.
greatest cornerbacks. He was like the flashiest. Everybody wanted to be him. He popped his shit. He was like the Floyd Mayweather of
a rapper.
football.
He had
Big chains,
songs, yeah.
big cars. He used to get endorsements.
Everybody smash the like button right now if you're engaged in this conversation.
Bop,
Okay,
bop, bop, bop,
keep
bop,
going.
bop, bop. He's one of the biggest, right? So all of his career, they known him for being so flashy, whatever. Now he started coaching. He started at a black college, right?
Jackson State.
I went to
Jackson State. He started at Jackson State, where he took their program and brought so much lights and attention to where their views went up. They got better
Donations.
players. Their donations. People were actually going to the
He had
games
real
more and more.
rappers
He had
there every
effect. It's the
weekend,
Deion
Dolph
effect. It's
and
the
everybody
prime time
performing.
effect. He would
Yeah.
have everybody come to the games. Now this college, Colorado, seen it and they snatched his ass up. Brought him to Colorado, unlimited budget. Bring your team, do whatever you want. You know what? You know what he did?
his son and all
Homecoming
them
game, he
have-
had Lil Wayne perform.
Yeah, they got hella NIL.
They had
deals.
more views on the Colorado game, damn near as they did than the Super Bowl.
Kind of out of touch. He could have got like Lil Baby or something, right?
No, not out of touch. It
Nah.
was because he does what he does.
You got to
Okay.
think it's a legend with a legend.
I'm
man.
talking about
Prime
now,
time.
Do these kids, college students these days,
Yes.
they really know about Wayne
But it's
like
not
that?
about the college students. That's not who you're trying to get.
Okay.
You're trying to get the people with the money that want to donate to the school.
Oh, okay.
It's not about getting the views. You want the people with the bag. So now you're selling out like sweets in this motherfucker like you at a Lakers game to a college football team.
Okay.
The city is making more money now that he's the coach. So that's where we start at. Now, all of the players have jury because now players get paid to play football in college. They all have iced
They
out
all
Pateks,
NIL
all
together.
Cartier watches, jury. And they're known for flexing on the other team.
But they're not
especially-
getting paid. They're just getting it. They can get endorsements
Yeah,
now,
they get
right?
endorsements.
Okay,
But
on
they're still
top of
making
that,
them
him and his
School
son
can
was on
do
the
something
KFC
for you,
commercial.
too.
The whole team.
Him and his son was on the KFC commercial.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's how
Deion
big
Sanders
that-
and his son.
And his son.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they're the GOATs. And everybody like, we can't wait for, you know, like LeBron and his son. They can't wait for your son to go to the NFL or whatever. You know, so now he's flexing. They always flex their watches. They flex their chains. They go to UCLA to play against them. While they're in the game, somebody snuck into the locker room,
Somebody
took all that
flocked the
jewelry.
locker room and booked them.
Like, and if you go and see any videos before this, watches.
They all got
chains.
buzz downs on
They
that
all
bitch.
got buzz downs. All got jury, bro.
Don't come to LA.
And
Come
a
to LA,
lot
that's
of them
what
are
happened.
from Mississippi and stuff. He took like all his team and took them to Colorado. So it's
Remo's
like-
people got.
They hate him in Mississippi right now because he like
He
Because
turned
they
them up.
came out here and got robbed?
nah because
he
he
left.
left Jackson.
Oh, they hate Deion
Yeah,
Sanders.
Deion Sanders came to Jackson. He turned the city up like for a year. Like we was like one of the best teams.
And dipped.
And then he dipped to a white school, and then now everybody's like,
Yeah, he was a part of what, SWAT or something?
yeah. and
Got
then-
his money and was gone.
But this
Jackson
what I
got fucked up
this what
water.
I blame it on.
Divide and conquer.
I blame it on this. Deion Sanders came. He could have took a bigger job off the rip. He came because the rap world during the pandemic, all the Black Lives Matter stuff was, hey, tell our athletes to go to black colleges
HBCUs,
and we're
yeah.
gonna sponsor. You know what I mean, we're gonna make sure it's right for them. So they probably wasn't spending that money how they needed to spend the money in order to obtain all of these athletes. You get what I'm saying? And that Deion, like, look, I could go somewhere that got scholars and all that for these people that, you know what I mean, where they could live comfortably in college and be a college student. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Take care of my players.
So he
Like
went
y'all
to-
getting
yeah,
the money.
that's
They
what
didn't
I'm
want to
saying.
take care
So
of
they
players.
didn't want to do it, so he went to Colorado.
So do you see it as being kind of like backhanded and disloyal for him to
Nah,
dip out
and
like that?
business is business is business.
Business is
Nah,
business.
I gave you a shot. He didn't leave because, like, hey, I got these people talking the right way. You know what I mean?
All right,
And then-
sidebar. Let's go hypothetical for a second.
Look
Let's
at
say,
him.
all right, take a look at Desto Dub. He came up making clothes. He's in that business and everything like that. Let's say that the whole time that he's been making clothes, he's got a friend who's in South Central employing all, mothers of people that we know in South Central. And this is who prints his clothes.
Yeah.
And this guy's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off of producing all of the Awful Lot of cough syrup. Maybe he does a few other brands too. And then Dub starts to get bigger and bigger. He starts going to parties in Calabasas. All of a sudden, he's having a conversation with some fucking Jewish guy who's telling him, like, hey, man, I could do everything that you're making. I can make it 30% cheaper and I could get it to you faster. And we have unbelievable customer support, et cetera. Gives him an offer that basically to you, you're listening to it. You're like, shit, all that. I could be making an extra couple $100,000 a year. I could be making an extra $1 million a year.
Yeah.
Is he disloyal?
No.
No.
That's business. You just
You go
described
back-
I've done that. That happened to me.
You go back. Hey, look, you go back and tell
Fucking
tell
with
your
China.
man's like, hey, look, can you do this for this?
No,
'Cause if you
I
can't,
ease
I'm
it, but
outta
what I'll
there.
do is, okay, look, I can't just
both
jump
of
shit
y'all
with
up.
you right now because I'm locked in with this nigga for sure. But if you show me some shit, look, matter of fact, I'm gonna give you one piece. Show me how I go. 2 pieces. Show me how I go. Oh, they rolling over here. So what I'm gonna do is all of this, I'm gonna take over there and I'm gonna still leave you with something.
2-3 pieces.
You feel me? Like you gonna still do something, but honestly, like I'm making way more money, and it's like if this is gonna elevate me and my company more, you kind of holding me back by staying right here. You know, him being over there at that other school is now they're doing KFC commercials.
Right.
Over there, you were just on Instagram and say cheese and shit like that.
The last name Sanders in the KFC commercial.
I mean,
that's what that.
You could
Colonel Sanders.
you could very easily, like, we all make that decision because you use T-shirts. Are they made by American Apparel here in Los Angeles? Probably not. Or Los Angeles Apparel, whatever it's called now. Probably not because it's extremely expensive, and everybody that I know basically has their shirts made in China.
No,
Because
I'm
it's
still
like,
LA Apparel. Shout out my nigga Dove.
You
know,
really
I
do
fuck
have
with
them?
you. Yeah, I still go to
you
LA
fuck
Apparel.
with Dove?
Yep, I fuck with the owner.
You know him?
I know him personally. You want me to FaceTime?
Not right now, but in the future, sure. That's tight. He was fucking all the hoes back in the day in Brooklyn. I think he had some lawsuits related to that.
Really ran something up to like 100 million plus.
Right.
Like
No.
that's what I see.
But I'm saying, like, wait, you use shirts from them for the most part?
Yep.
It's like
Our shirts are on
dramatically-
LA Apparel.
Yeah, well, you
It's
have
the quality.
You have a different price point than
That's what I'm
many
saying.
brands. Okay, but like for us, like we could
doesn't make sense.
we could very easily be making clothes, paying a brand in LA, and all the employees are like Mexican mothers from fucking LA, but we don't. We send that shit to China and we have them do it because it's just infinitely less expensive. So I mean, we all are kind of making those decisions on a consistent basis, you know.
Yeah, but Deion Sanders didn't do it on no like whatever shit. It was just like, bro, it's business. I have a certain amount of time that I can be doing this. I'm trying to get probably to the NFL.
NFL.
So it's like even with Colorado, y'all better enjoy me while I'm here. It's like when you fucking with a bitch, the bitch gotta know it's not about to be forever. Just enjoy it while we got it, and let's not end on bad terms.
In a music sense, even Run DMC didn't sign with Russell Simmons, and that's his own brother. They signed with Profile Records, a Jewish-owned label,
Right.
because that's who had the resources for them at the time.
Right.
And Def Jam, came out afterwards.
Right.
So-
But so how does this augment LA's reputation as the flocking capital of the universe when everybody
Don't
be
come
getting
to
their
LA.
shit taken, including in sacred places that you would think would be well guarded, like a
The
college
Rose
fucking
Bowl.
locker
No,
room?
that was on them.
This
They
was
was
at the
they was
Rose
slacking.
Bowl.
That was on them. Like I'm kind of disappointed
Leave it in
because
the
it's like
locker room?
with y'all all
That's on
a
who?
lot of y'all
That's on the
being-
players?
So the
No, it's on the
players-
staff.
That's on the
It's on the
staff?
security at the building, right?
we grade A, nigga. This prime time.
Where
nigga.
else are the
Y'all ain't
players
got
gonna
give me
leave that
time.
shit?
No, y'all are college. Y'all are still students. Hold up. Y'all are student
But
athletes.
what I'm saying is, it
You are
doesn't
responsible
matter.
for your- you are
My
responsible for
shoes
your
or nothing
possessions.
should come up missing during
I come-
this match. that I'm
No,
going
as
to
far
for you
as
guys.
lawsuits and all that, you are 100% right. But as far as being a nigga, I don't give a fuck where I'm going, bro. You not leaving your shit. Like, I'm thinking about
Lifestyle
this right
change.
now.
But where
I
should
guess
he
I'm
have
from
put it?
LA.
What are the other options?
the side
If
of
you
the
leave
field.
it in the hotel, you're gonna get robbed.
No, they had it in their locker room.
Yeah,
But
at
isn't the locker room probably
at the field that they're playing at?
So I'm just saying, bro, I leave an Airbnb, bro. I'm leaving somebody there, or I'm taking it, like, you know what I mean?
That's what I was about to say. They really need to put their pieces on somebody that worked there. If they not gonna wear
Or
them
if
to
they
the
gonna put it in
game,
the locker
all the
room, they need
coaches
to-
and all that need
Deion
to have
Sanders
the
need
jury
to
on
have
them.
somebody that's in the locker
Or
room the
get a
whole
safe.
time, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
This is an easy look. If I'm the janitor and I'm walking in this motherfucker while they playing, and there's nobody here, like, it's nobody.
And no cameras. It's a locker room.
Nobody, no cameras. It's over with.
Man, the homies be boogieing. You know the homies is just thirsty, period.
I don't
It's
even
the
know
niggas.
who it was.
I ain't
Who
saying
You know
it's
who
my
did it?
homies. Hell no.
Air it out.
Hell no.
Tell us
Hell
who did
no.
it.
Hell
Rick,
no.
don't tell us who did it.
I don't think that was on our side. I would
That
have seen
wasn't.
it.
We would have been seen it.
No, we would have seen it.
Them niggas we too flashy. They would have.
Oh, they're gonna find
Oh,
out.
no, no,
It wasn't
IG
on our
story
side. I
or
think it was
something?
on some other shit. Like,
No,
Yeah.
but this is what we should do: is
Probably
we should
them white
take
boy
we should
students
take
over there. They
bets
be
on
sneaky,
what.
bro.
Let's take bets on what neighborhood they're gonna be from.
no, I don't think it's a neighborhood. I think it was some sneaky ass white boys, bro.
Well, they
Inside
still
job?
got to be
I
from a
think it was
neighborhood.
hell no. Over there, you
I feel
bro.
like
Technically.
You ain't never met no sneaky ass fucking white boy who don't gotta be like, wasn't he just taking shit?
it was a football fan that came up with it. It don't matter what side they from. He's a football fan that follows Coach Prime. Like, oh, they in here.
Why would you assume that though? I assume it's just
I
somebody
feel
wanted to
like-
get some money.
They was in Pasadena, so nigga, it was probably the Pasadena.
Oh, it was in
niggas,
Pasadena?
The PDLs.
Okay.
They
Oh, that's where it was at. It wasn't at
it was at
UCLA.
the Rose Bowl.
Oh, it was at the Rose
It was at the
Bowl.
Rose Bowl.
Oh, y'all over there?
Yeah,
Just leaving y'all shit in the
come on,
locker
man.
room?
Them niggas
That's
been breaking in
stupid.
the Rose Bowl their whole life. The swimming pool and all that, man.
Y'all, I'm thinking they over there in Westwood.
Nah.
All right. Has any of you ever been to like a high end gym, like an Equinox or
You
anything
ask me
like that?
stupid shit like that.
Is this stupid? 'Cause I go to Equinox.
Okay, he goes
He
to
said,
Equinox.
look at him. You talk about a gym.
man.
He
nigga.
say nothing about looking at me.
Yeah.
That nigga.
All right. If you go to an Equinox, do you feel comfortable leaving your chain in your backpack when you fucking put it in the?
No.
You don't? Because to me, I feel like this is a higher end clientele.
That's where you gonna get booked.
I'm
at.
assuming that they've got my back and they're going to be monitoring this shit so that I'm not getting my shit stolen. That being said, I've never had like an expensive thing that I was carrying around with me everywhere I went, so I don't really even know what that would feel like.
But you would leave
Under
your
Armour
iced out
and
chain
Honestly, it
in
taught
your
their
locker
ass a
room. I
lesson.
can break
Stop being
in
so
with a house
flashy
key
while you at
or
work.
something.
Okay, if I had 20 grand in cash, because I would never have a fucking $20,000 necklace, but let's say I had 20 grand in cash, would I just leave? Well, but I guess I've left it in the hotel room when I'm like off doing shit in Vegas and stuff like that. I'll
I
leave.
leave in the hotel room, but they have safes in hotel rooms.
But I'm not using the safe. I'm gonna forget the fucking code or something.
Oh,
I'm
no, I
just
use
leaving
the
it in my.
safe in Vegas.
I just leave it in my backpack. I might tuck it in the closet or some shit. I'm not really thinking
But it's
about
a difference between one person and 20 people.
You
Like,
ain't
if I
never
know
been-
Mayweather is going to my
As
gym.
I say
and
it,
they
I realize how
taking it-
crazy it is.
Yeah, my brother got robbed for like 18,000 by the maid,
Really?
and
What did
and-
he do?
we gangbangers. We couldn't go to court.
So you killed her?
Nah, bro. This nigga's crazy.
Why is Laura laughing? the
I'm thinking
hardest
like y'all
ever?
went downstairs.
Just Googling
I'm like y'all went
maids
downstairs
that
and filed a
died in
complaint.
between time and
We tried to,
File a complaint.
we
Yeah.
tried to, but they like, you
Claim.
gotta go with the police. Yeah, like,
Oh, you gotta
man.
file a report.
But she ended up getting booked anyway, but they didn't give no money back because he wouldn't file no claim.
Really?
She ended up going to jail just off of the cameras and all that, going into the room and violating it. You know what I mean? But they wanted him to come testify to get his money back.
Uh-huh.
And he like,
Wow.
And that's the only way he can get his money back. Is
yeah, nigga ain't
Oh, that's
testifying on
fucked up.
this bitch. Like, come on, man.
You can't
That's-
testify against the maid?
No,
I'm tattling on the
You
maid.
can't send a proxy.
Fuck that maid.
It's just like we catch you catch the bitch. Like shit.
Bruh.
Fuck it. We got her full name.
Yeah,
Fuck
first of all, they need. I don't see how they should keep a guard wherever they are. It's like a group of y'all. It's not one person. One person can sleep through the cracks. You know what I mean? It's like how many people on the team, and over 10 or 12 of y'all have jury and watches. Somebody needs to stay in the locker room.
What if another
They
player
caught a
stole
good
it?
judge.
Even when
What
you
if
go,
another player stole it though?
no, they were all. I
Good
don't think it was.
judge
I think it
last
was
night.
either it was out somebody from Pasadena or probably like some sneaky motherfucker that worked there that just seen an open window.
It's genius too because it's like the average college football team is not going to really have anything worth taking. But this is the team that was balling out of
Yeah,
control. So
yeah.
it's somebody who was actually like able to put the pieces together. It was-
And they got all of them without pulling out a gun.
And honestly, just
It
think
don't
how
even
many-
matter. That's
a movie.
If you
commercial
think about it-
burglary. They will do, if they get caught, they will do 2 years with half, 16 months with half. They're looking at the low. They're going to
That's
get
the
probation
maximum.
with the right lawyer.
Honestly, it's crazy because this probably happens a lot, and you'll never hear about it because it's never a team with this much jury. Like, you know how many players probably go somewhere and their car get poked, their door probably got, shit like that, but you ain't gonna hear about it because it's so small. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the whole locker room getting hit different.
For sure it did.
College kids are known to be broke, so you never
It's-
think
they
about
always-
that play.
oh.
You got to think this is new.
Oh, I forgot about college. College, you getting booked. You falling asleep at somebody's shit, your shit gone.
Tell them, Dub, we done
Like,
went through.
what?
Let me stop talking.
Oh yeah, you getting
Tell
booked
the
in
nigga
college. That's why they
cameras
really
just-
need to be
nigga
on it.
taking every computer on that motherfucker. You go to a
What?
dorm party, nigga leaving with 20 laptops.
Because they know
you
it's,
guys
it's
were on that?
That's why you can't
Everybody-
invite niggas, no.
I knew a lot of people back in the day in Boston and shit where that was the fucking lick.
That
It was
was
like,
the
lick.
go
You
to a college party and somehow leave with a laptop.
Yeah.
And you might trade the laptop for like $500 or some
Yo,
shit.
homie
But you
could
were
be
You
in
got
feeling
10 of
yourself.
them. If you got 10 of them, we going.
Your homie could be in a room making out with a bitch or getting bobble. You and this motherfucker like
Going
candy.
crazy.
What's this bitch got in here?
And it's crazy because when I think about that early part of my life, like we had one homie who was like, he was at MIT and there was a dude doing like a robotics project with like all these machines working on like, all working together and
Yeah.
like they're all performing tasks. And what, I don't understand what the fuck it was, but the dude's using the laptop. And the homie just like had somebody distract him, and he runs up and yanks the fucking laptop, and he sprints out of MIT. And we would all talk about him like he was the biggest fucking legend for
He's a
pulling
goat
this off,
for that.
because it was just the most heartless thing we ever seen. Because you got
You
this
had an
fucking
Ivy League fucking-
Chinese kid crying his eyes out because
Yeah,
his robotics
Tupac.
project got all fucked up.
over.
I could tell people who I'm talking about too, and they would know who I was talking about. But it's like we looked at him like that was like the most heroic shit because he got a fucking $500 laptop like that.
I mean, shit. Back then, those was GOAT moves. Like, you're at a high-level school like that, and you get in there and
Passing
get
on
away.
somebody
What?
in a certain age category is GOAT moves.
GOAT
That's what I'm
moves.
saying. Like when I tell you about the situation with me and Brick, he respected it because it was a good play. It was a
Stealing-
great
But
play.
didn't you guys just beat up a fucking retail employee because he-
No, we didn't touch no fucking I hate
you-
that we was
what
even on
happened?
that bum
you
ass
ran up
case.
in there and you were screaming on him, and then you guys both stole jackets, right?
No, fuck no.
I forget. It's been a while.
Fuck no.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about when I met him when we linked together and I fucking booked the bitch and it was
Back
his
in the
bitch.
day when we was kids.
And you
You
did what to
stole
a
from his
bitch?
He took
No.
some pills. He took some pills from a bitch.
Oh, that's
and they
tight.
was
I
our,
respect
it was
that.
my pills.
Bitch sat down, boom. She left her keys. This is when I'm on. I'm telling you, like it's goat shit. I sit down, I feel some. Go to the parking lot. Boop, boop. Oh, we in there. Call the homies out. We go through that whole motherfucker. Oh, what? 2 minutes.
You
Outta
called
there.
the homies. Why don't you just search it yourself and keep whatever you find?
And somebody
gotta
got to
watch
look out.
Professional. They professional. And y'all said at the same goddamn time. That's
Yeah, so So
Somebody
after
got
all
to
of
watch
that is
a
going
nigga
down,
back.
you know, we leave. Boom. Long story short, some of the stuff that was taken out of there was brick babies. It was in a little container jar, but it was a couple of thousand worth of it. You know what I mean? But
So
when
what
I
was
ended up linking with him later on after, he just had to pay us like,
Yeah,
like
like,
I ain't gonna
nigga,
lie,
I
like you
got
booked
paid-
that bitch. That was
yeah.
my shit. I don't know if you knew, but
I
shit,
made her
fuck.
go back up there. I put her through the ringer, so it didn't even matter. I got the
But
money
the
back out
whole
of her.
time he's sitting back like, yo, shit, I would have did the same thing.
the
with your
same
stupid
play.
ass.
The same play.
So it's like you respect certain shit during that time.
You didn't
like,
see me up at Crenshaw looking for you, nigga. That bitch was up there by herself.
I'm a gambler. What this bitch look
Wow.
That's
Okay.
the
This is
homegirl
high
to this
school
day,
days?
though.
High school.
That's still the homegirl,
damn,
though.
that's crazy.
So why'd y'all beat up the retail employee? I forget.
That wasn't
Fuck
it.
you.
bruh.
Was that a big
That's
five
a
or
whole
something?
nother
What was it?
scenario.
I never.
I know it
I'm gonna
hurts
get
'cause-
I'm gonna get the video so
Okay.
you can go ahead and see that I didn't touch nobody.
But I'm pretty
fucking
sure you
beat
punched
up
somebody,
no- I
right?
never
Somebody
punched
got
nobody.
hurt.
Yeah, it was the bum nigga that was with
I
me.
think
that
what
was
happened
stealing
was
jackets.
that like something
Dub didn't
happened.
even know the play was rolling.
Something
He
happened.
took a jacket.
Look, this is
But he didn't know the
basically
play
what
was
I
rolling.
think it happened was somebody went in there, took something, and then it's like, okay, I'm not fighting you because you took something, but don't touch me. Like, don't touch me. I didn't touch you. Don't touch me. Once you touch that person, now it's okay. Now we're about to get into it because you could have just let it go
You
and it ain't
not
got shit
supposed
to do with you.
So if I was going to trial, I was gonna make them bring their what is it called? The loss prevention.
Loss prevention. I
Yeah,
don't
the
think Tom's
code.
Gallery
No, the
has
code
loss
to
prevention.
no. But I'm saying though, the code to whatever security are they supposed to chase people out the store if they steal?
Y'all supposed to touch them
because,
once they out.
Like at the end of the day, you overdid your job, and that was just to save my homeboy because we didn't touch nobody, we didn't fight nobody, we didn't do that. I'm just saying, like, if the dude walked up out of your store with some jackets, then what the fuck are you punching on him in the parking lot for? You didn't stop him at the threshold. It's over with. Call the police.
Okay.
But now you playing with yourself because
Now y'all packing them out. It's 5 niggas.
Y'all got booked for that shit?
Yeah, he went to
For
jail
stealing
for 4
jackets?
So I
years for
just
that.
got out for it.
For stealing jackets?
We didn't go up
He
there to
said he
steal no
didn't steal no
jackets.
jacket.
The nigga that was the
I got
manager
booked
up
for
there.
stealing jackets. That's what I went to jail for.
Look,
I seen the
kind of
jacket on the
jacket
ground.
was
I
it?
picked that motherfucker up and went to
and it
jail.
was a
Jack-
part of the
Bubba
robbery.
Goose or something? What kind of jacket was it?
Some bait
Nice
shit.
one.
It was a
some
gang
bait.
of little different shit.
All right, let's say you see a nigga running out of bank, some money dropped,
No,
you pick up the money,
we went up
you
there
a part of it.
because the manager
the
of the
fuck I'm
store
not.
socked my
That's what I
plug
said. So they
and
said 7
busted
years.
his face open.
Your plug?
Yeah, so I doubled up there to go holler at him because I know he worked there.
Oh,
It had
so
nothing
a
to do with
separate
that shit.
situation
Yeah,
that's
so when
happening.
I was up there, but when the homie seen me arguing with cuz outside, I told the dude, like, hey, I ain't trying to fuck up your job. Come here. While I'm hollering at him, bro swiveled to the back. He see what time I'm on. He takes it as, fuck it, I'm about to go in here and swipe everything out of here. He doesn't own the
You know
store.
them college
nigga.
plays, one nigga out there talking, they go in there,
Look.
grab it.
He got, nigga, 8 jackets in his hand. Coming out. He knocks over the ladder. He was almost out. He went all the way, like, say if this was Foot Locker, he went all the way to where the shoes are, like, stored. Grabbed all the jackets, came out, and hit a ladder on his way out.
Made some
So
noise.
I see somebody just running out. Mind you, I'm on 10 anyway, so when I see it, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm thinking somebody running out on his behalf, so I square off. I don't touch nobody or nothing. And the nigga runs out, goes to the corner right here, gets his ass whooped. Whatever happened, he finally catch somebody and start getting back. They scatter a little bit. His jacket's on the ground. Bro pick up a jacket.
I had to watch you go to
Coles
court like
pick up
10
it.
times on your fucking story as a result of
10,
that
bro. I went to
jacket.
church so many times. I used to have to fly from tour just to go back to
D.
court. just
Cozy
for the-
did all the damage. Now that it's all over, D. Cozy knocked the nigga out there and bust that nigga whole
So it
shit
wasn't
open,
you?
cuz. No.
Oh.
It was my boy.
I was there
cuz.
because you know what I was doing? I was selling clothes out the trunk of my car.
And we was finna pull up. They think that I told Dub to go surf the whole shit out. Nigga, I was telling Dub, I just bought a pint. He like, I got a pint. I'm like, go get the Fanta. He like, I'm finna go serve this nigga over here in the front of the
No, I was
motherfucking
waiting
place.
for my boy to pull up and grab some shit
They
from me.
grabbed some shit, yeah.
So then my boy, I'm looking for my boy. I'm going around like, where you at? You on the corner? Hurry up, bro. I gotta take this nigga Fizzle back his car.
Yeah.
Because I'm in Fizzle car. So I go to the corner. I don't see him. I come back. He like, I'm in the alley. I go to the alley. I finally see him. We walking back to the car.
It looked
That's when
like
all
he
the
went to
shit.
go
But
case
they
the
said it
joint.
looked like I was surveilling the place.
Oh, shit.
And I was really there
I'm
trying
like,
to meet up
I'm
with
like,
a nigga. And I
nigga,
see
check
him
my
pull
Bad
up.
luck.
I'm
I
like,
see him
check my
pull up.
phone record. I did not call that nigga at all that day. He
I
was
see him
not
pull
there
up
on
in,
purpose.
in his car, and I'm like, hold on. That shitty look. You know, he had a Porsche, a black Porsche, tinted out. So I see him, and I'm like, hey. They see me. You see when they watching the camera, like, look, you see him, you get
Yeah.
happy, then you circle the place. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I see my boy. I tell him, oh, I'm about to meet up with somebody.
That shit was crazy. They just put us in the trick bag.
Yeah, because-
like, it really was just supposed to charge.
And since nobody said
The
nothing, they
weird
get to
nigga.
make up whatever story they want.
Yeah, we can't say nothing. You got to think we can't tell them like our
You can't
part
tell
of
them
the
what
story,
happened. You
'cause they
just
gonna
right
use
there
it
like, man,
against
y'all
us
know what the
anyway.
fuck happened. Y'all see it, bro. Stop playing.
It
Like,
sounded like the plot to Friday 4, like the fourth Friday.
Did you watch past next Friday? That's crazy.
I would watch.
I would.
I would watch the rest of it. I don't even know if I ever actually really like paid attention to next Friday. Like it's been on the TV mad times, but I'm not sure I really
Day-Day, bro, I
followed
can
the
tell
plot.
you so many scenes from Day-Day. I love anything with
That
Mike
was
Epps.
that was Mike Epps breaking road right
Bro,
there.
two
That
was
and all
his
about
word.
the Benjamins. Yeah, I'll get those.
All about the Benjamins and that was like his breaking into the
35,
industry.
47.
Type shit.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Did y'all watch The Drink Champs? Kodak Black
Yeah.
Man?
Yeah.
Listen, I've been around a lot of people in my life who have been on a lot of drugs throughout their life. These two space cadets over here, pretty good examples. I think I can spot a J-Cat. And I feel like Kodak in that interview is more obviously on hard drugs than anybody I have ever seen in my entire fucking life. I'm not trying to hear it if anybody's trying to tell me that he's not. Like, anybody who knows what it's like to be fucked up looks at that interview and feels like they understand exactly what bro was going through at that moment, right?
And he wired up. I mean,
He
it could
hit
have been a
before the-
good. It could have been a good bean though. It could have been a good.
You know what
Beans
totally
with a
sold me
S.
on it? What sold me on it was
Nah,
the
they got these
fact,
big ones now.
the fact,
You only need one.
the fact that he keeps standing up. That's
Yeah, I
such a
didn't like
drug
that. I
thing.
didn't like
That is such a thing that you do when you're all fucked up on coke. You don't want to sit down. You want to
Yeah, you would have stand the fuck.
I'm not
up.
saying he's on coke, but if you want something like you just
an
want to
upper.
stand
Well,
up.
it's an upper.
It was
It's
an upper.
Do you cut the
yeah, for
interview
sure.
up, or you just be like, fuck it, let the cameras keep rolling? When you see somebody keep
I know
getting
this
up,
is.
No, because
No,
you know
no,
how
it's not.
hard they
Makes me
work to get
uncomfortable.
Kodak to come in. You know
You know how much they probably pay?
what the fuck is this?
Church. That nigga Church.
Mikey, come
look at the
stand
cup,
right here.
look at the cup.
Come in back. Let's. Wow. But
Hey, Church.
you didn't really
That's
do
funny.
that. Your pants are like a little tight, and your booty's out.
why is he sagging?
He got the sharp cut.
Look at
Shout
the cup,
out to
look at the cup.
Sydney.
Yo.
This is funny. This is funny.
we have-
what's-
I'm just representing out here, church.
Just out here,
He got the
Church.
ism.
Sharp. That is fucking.
I mean, I'm gonna give you like an 8 out of 10 because I feel like the shirt could be more sharp. I'm
You
not
know,
saying.
you,
Oh, it is
That's
yours?
his shirt.
Oh, I take it back. Yeah, all
I
right.
think it
That's
get
his
any
whole
more sharp.
outfit.
Those his
That's the
pants.
whole
Those your
fit.
You
pants.
took
Sure.
it, and you got his chain?
That is fucking.
Madison
hilarious.
Morgan. He's right. He's right. It's got. Okay, I got to give it a 10 out of 10 then.
yeah, it's a 10 out of 10.
I don't even know where he is now.
Dub said
Wow.
he should have came dressed as Church.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Church, man. Shaking the
They should've
streets
slicked
up,
his hair
man.
back.
Wow,
Should've
that's
slicked their hair back.
hardcore. You got the bottle too. You need a pack of Parliaments. Get a
Yeah.
Parliament. You need to walk
Or
around with a
some
cig
Blue
hanging out of your
Cools.
mouth all day.
You need
is
blue
a Parliament?
cools.
Cigarette.
Oh.
Sharp as the Parliament God.
It's lit at the office today, man.
He's literally
All
in
good
the
vibes.
Parliament.
Halloween to the
Yeah,
that we
Halloween.
watching.
Halloween spruces shit up.
Yeah.
It's the costume.
It's like Christmas. That's
holiday
bad.
season.
I'm glad that.
really a big ass joke.
Oh, that's a Parliament.
Yeah.
Okay, I just say thin.
Well, it's a cigarette. From a distance, they all kind of look the same. See, this guy loves cigs. This guy, Mikey.
Yeah,
stopped smoking
I'm
cigarettes when I
about
was
to go get
21.
mine. I was trying to look. I was like,
Bro, I went to a
'Cause I'm
podcast
trying
before and they
this
said I
new
couldn't
thing
smoke.
where I
That
don't-
was so awkward. The
What
whole shit.
podcast?
I forgot some shit my PR lady hooked me up with. They're like, it's no smoking inside the studio because they rent the space and they be complaining.
Yeah, that's what everybody else who does podcasts has to do. That's why I had to buy this big stupid building so that we could smoke.
Oh yeah,
in
because
it.
when you rent it next to other ones, not everybody on that smelling weed shit.
I mean, like almost every other spot that we
California.
looked at that was like meant to be for podcasts, it was like, oh, no way could we smoke here. And our last spot on Santa Monica Boulevard, we got in so much trouble so many times for smoking in there. And it's like, oh, it's such a consistent thing that like 90% of rappers want to smoke.
Yeah.
Even when I did the
sure.
on the radar shit, they didn't let us smoke. Like I had to go on the balcony to smoke or some shit.
Yeah, because that's the bottom floor of like an apartment. You
It's
know,
the
It's
top
like,
floor.
they ain't
apartment, but
having
it's
you
still
back
stable.
they
no
must
more.
have
You
moved
shouldn't have said that.
I'll air them
They'd be
out.
like, fuck.
No, that's New York. New York is like everybody just knows where you
Oh,
stay
you
at.
was in New York when you
Yeah.
did that? Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows where you stay at when you're in New York. It's like a badly kept secret for like almost everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Nah, but yeah, back to the drink champ shit.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
could've
yeah.
Our fault.
I was tripped out because it seemed like Kodak really ain't fucking with Boosie at all. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga mentioned Boosie a couple times in the interview. He still ain't fucking with how Boosie tried to throw him under the bus.
For the whole 6ix9ine thing, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are still mad at him about it because he threw dirt on 21 or basically said that 21 was fucked up. But then 21's response was basically like, you do shit that goes against, like, I won't go against my principles for money or for business, and you do. That was
Yeah,
21 Savage's
I never
response.
thought about
which
that. That's
is kind of a
crazy.
reminder that, yeah, I feel like a lot of the fans have really given Kodak a pass on the 6ix9ine thing because, like, everybody just kind of forgot about that song like 3 days after it came out.
And he dissed him on that motherfucker. So
You-
it was
you know-
like, all right, you got to kind of
But-
fake.
With a lot of shit with
W with
Boosie
your
or 21
L.
and stuff, you're kind of getting this reminder of like, oh, that shit is not a joke to a lot of people. A lot of people really kind of look at Kodak differently because he was willing to do that. I personally don't give a fuck and completely forgot about it, even though I thought it was a bad idea that he did in the first place. But I mean, to me, Drink Champs, like, if I got 2.5 hours with Kodak Black, the last thing that I would want to do for the duration of the beginning of the interview, for like the first hour, was ask Kodak Black a bunch of like would you rather questions and just be like, you know, Rick Ross or Young Jeezy.
Oh, you
Now-
don't like that game, Quick Timer Slime?
I mean, they do that on every.
I know they do, but
they
it's
did
just
it
like
early.
there's so many good pointed questions that you could ask Kodak Black that I couldn't help but feel like this was a waste of time having him on camera. Because now, granted, they did kind of like, because Kodak was so open in that moment that he was just like responding like even what 21 said. 21 said, all you had to do when they asked you 21 or Future was all you had to do was just say Future. You didn't have to go into detail and elaborate about how 21. Now that is what it's kind of like when you get somebody who's on an upper. They're gonna basically like spare
they
their
gotta-
fucking
yeah,
soul.
they gotta let
They're
it
gonna
out.
tell you whatever. But man, like I just felt like that was such a. It's just not like a good, efficient use of your time on camera with somebody like Kodak who seems so willing to answer every fucking question.
I think it's a good segment because at the end of the day, it kind of got him to open up on why he ain't fucking with 21 Savage.
But
like,
they could have just
Who
asked
gives a
him
fuck about
direct
21
questions.
Savage
Yeah,
and,
It's like an
and Kodak?
icebreaker.
That wasn't a beef till then.
nobody even knew that was going to be.
Nobody knew
yeah.
that was a problem.
I know,
21
but that's
Savage,
but
Kodak-
Because you didn't get
during that-
viral answers from all the other answers. Like there was a couple of them that you got some viral answers out of Kodak, but for the most part, it was just like, y'all drink to that. Y'all drink to that.
I wanted
Nah,
to hear
can't
about
choose
Jack Boy
between that.
and shit. Oh,
Yeah,
you gonna
right?
Ask
the
a
dude was trying
question
to get
out
that one
about
off.
Jack Boy.
He asked him that a couple times.
Oh,
but
he
I guess
did. It must
the
have been
black
later
dude,
on.
the Haitian dude,
That
kept
other
trying to
dude,
ask him about it.
Yeah, I mean,
he
some
kinda
of
let
the
that one
Would You
slide.
Rather shit was sort of pointed just because they're asking him about Lotto. You know, it's like kind of like a clever way to get him talking about Lotto without asking him about, so Lotto said that you wanted to fucking order to clear a verse for her album, which, you know, you ask that. It's kind of the opposite of the DJ Vlad or Adam 22 approach where you basically just ask whatever, like you saw with X4 the other day. I asked him about a shooting. He sat there in silence for 30 seconds. It was fucking kind of a funny
Hilarious.
way to handle it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, instead, if you had said, shoot somebody. No, I mean, I can't even think of a way that you would get him talking about that without bringing it up directly.
Yeah.
But if I don't know, I felt like the interview seemed like kind of a mess because, like, okay, Kodak would give them crazy responses to certain things, and then they wouldn't follow up on it.
Yeah.
There was no like, well,
Yeah.
why do you feel that way about 2021? There was no like, oh, so like if you saw Lotto right now, what would the energy be like? It was like they asked the Would You Rather. He
you
goes
gotta
off on
have
this crazy drug-fueled tirade, and then they just don't really say anything afterwards, which to me is like, this is a waste of an opportunity.
But you gotta think, you just told this nigga bitch, you probably didn't know it was his bitch at the time. You just told her you gotta eat dick for the verse. Like, why does he not like you and
Oh,
don't fuck with you?
You think that's why 21 don't
No,
like
I'm
him?
just saying that. Then I wouldn't even think about it. Like, you did a song with 6ix9ine, bro. This nigga told on some bloods. He might, you don't know if 21 Savage fall up under that same line of whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like,
21 made it clear he didn't approve of it
Do
either
you-
way. You
Do
know,
you
Exactly.
think that Nori is the best interviewer overall? Like, were you expecting an outstanding interview from him in the first place?
I mean, I just felt like he could have done better. I feel like when you
But has he done better?
huh?
I don't think Nori's a good interviewer. I
Like,
really
has he
don't.
done better? Because you wanted him to be something he not.
It's not that I think Nori is a bad interviewer. I think he just needs to hold himself to a higher standard. And like when you have somebody like Kodak, that there are infinite interesting things to ask him about. I feel like with the whole Revolt team behind you and everything, he could have done better. You know, and when I look at that, like that was the conversation I was having with some of our peers that do interviews. I was just like, bro, I feel like he just kind of did not do what he should have done with this, especially since they made it clear that they were fighting to get that interview for a long time.
Yeah.
But I told Brick the other day, I feel like that Kodak is not their typical type of guest. They
Yeah,
normally
they used to
interview
legends. They used to
OG
going in there
legendary
just.
artists. You feel me?
But the whole thing
Oh,
about
fuck
interviewing
the
somebody is that you can't be too proud to do your research and to just learn as much as you want. Like I interview people
Facts.
all the time that I don't have any like real interest in, but I sit my ass in front of the computer for a couple hours and I fucking learn everything I can, and I try to make it the most interesting conversation I can out of the source material that is their life and everything that's out there online. And it's like I don't necessarily have to. You know, sometimes I do interview a Jadakiss or a fucking, you know, a Game or
Mac
whatever,
10.
like artists that I
Desto
really
Dub.
been listening to my whole life or whatever, King Von, whatever, not my whole life, but for a long period of time. But, you know, you got to be able to do a good interview regardless of how much you personally care about
Or
it.
don't do it.
Yeah,
don't do the
or
interview.
just don't do it. I don't know.
Yeah, didn't
I was
get
a
the
little let
interview.
down.
I didn't get the interview. I didn't get why they was doing the interview. I feel like we had the conversation. I don't feel like Kodak Black is a legendary artist.
He's
I feel like he's on his
legendary
way.
artist. Definitely a
I feel like
legend.
he's on his way to
He's
being
a
a legend.
legend.
I
He's
don't.
a
consider-
legend.
I don't.
He's
In
a-
my opinion, I don't see him as a legendary artist. I'm not getting the legend.
We did
aspect
this
to it.
yesterday.
The legend conversation will always be kind of drawn between people who have relatively low standards for legends versus like extremely high standards. To me, Kodak has been a gigantic rapper for 13 years.
Exactly.
So it's like
Talk about the team.
maybe 10, maybe 12.
Gigantic.
The 10-year
Either
run.
way,
Yes.
he's huge. He's one of the biggest
numbers.
artist.
Look at
He's
his
definitely the
Biggest
biggest
first
artist in
week is-
Florida.
His biggest first week sales was like 86,000, 89,000 is his biggest first week.
Okay, but you know the
His
cultural impact
influence
of
on
his
the
music.
game? Yeah, I was about to
He
say.
started
what?
What is he
Smoking
doing that's
broccoli
different
shit.
from what is he doing that's different than what Gucci was doing?
He
But
was
Gucci's
sticking
the
and
biggest
moving.
legend of all.
Hey, stick
Yeah,
it,
that's the
boy.
legend. When I think of legend, I think of Gucci, Young Jeezy, T.I.,
everybody
Rick
tried to-
Ross,
he
50
influenced-
Cent. Those are legends.
Bro, he
Kodak
influenced
Black
so
is-
many people.
The new version of that.
He
Kodak
was
Black
riding up
influenced
top,
so many
hiding
people.
pieces
Nip
in
a
his
legend?
socks.
Nipsey
Nigga.
was a legend, yeah.
Well, Kodak's way bigger than Nipsey. So
It's
I
not
mean,
just based off status. It's also based off Nipsey did something pivotal with the Crenshaw mixtape and reinvigorated independent marketing.
But that's just
independent
one
artists.
got a
marketing
gang of
strategy.
Yeah, you can do something that's legendary. There's
Kodak
legends.
got a
There's
gang of
legends who made
food
off of
spots
one
and
fight.
shit.
You have a legendary fight, so you become a legend. You get what I'm saying? You have a legendary adventure historically, Greek mythology.
Being a legend,
New
look, I
song
ain't
is
gonna
a
lie.
flip of Kodak Black song.
I
Being
just
a
said that
legend is
yesterday.
mild.
That's
I just
legendary
said
within
that. It's a
itself.
flip of
You can
Kodak
be
Black.
mild and be a legend.
That's
Honestly.
not his art.
Like
It's
you
gonna be
can,
different if
you
that was
can
his
literally
artist.
If
get
Nip
a
is a
seat and be a
legend,
legend.
and Nip is a legend to me, that
In my
means
opinion.
Kodak Black is definitely a legend.
100%.
Kodak's not a legend in my opinion.
But
But
Kodak,
Nipsey's a
Kodak is
legend.
so
Nipsey's a
much
legend
bigger
to
than
me.
Nipsey, like music sales and everything. Like
Nipsey's a
in
Grammy
terms-
nominated artist. Is a Grammy.
They're not giving Kodak a Grammy. He's supposed to be okay. So superstars, you don't think that was supposed to be Grammy? Not he was supposed to get a Grammy for that.
Hell
Bro.
yeah.
Like
did.
all those people, those songs that were in that category.
No, you talking
none
about
of them
Super
were
Gremlin.
Super Gremlin.
Yeah.
First of all, honestly, look, just let's say if we take it to right now, we had us a little 25, 24-year-old in here. He is a legend just based off of the Plug song with him, Cardi B, him,
Playboy Cardi.
Rich
Rich
the
the
Kid.
Kid.
That song probably plays like he can play like forever. That
I
song is
was
a
just
Great
legendary
artist.
finessing
He
song.
got
the
some
flexing.
great music.
If you
I
remove
just feel like I can't
plug.
derive anything from him and from Gucci. So I
Remove
can't
the
do
music,
that. Yeah.
Kodak is still a legend. He's legendary just for like talking shit on vlogs and or on social media and stuff. Like if you could take all the music out of it, I would still give him the legend category. The same way that if something were to ever happen to Cripback, I'm willing to give him the legend category because of just his sheer impact. The fact that you have people like quoting him all over the country for his
Legend
quotes
is
and stuff.
popularity too. We looked it up. If you want to be a legend, it's just about being very popular. So anybody that's popular is a legend. So it's just that's why I'm saying it's mild. Anybody can be a legend. Now, people definition
say it's
personal.
Because
subjective?
because
I'm
they
saying
said
my
Keefy D's a legend, and I said he wasn't, but he
Who
is.
said Keefy D is a legend?
By the book, he is.
He is by the book.
In what field?
What?
Part of
It's
his
a
dictionary
part of the book.
definition.
A legendary what?
But not
a
to
legendary
I don't
what?
know.
Legendary
Gangster
legend.
and
Legendary
killer.
gangster.
A legend.
No,
He was
is
involved
he's
in a
not
legendary
killer.
killing.
He's not a gangster
Bro, he's
because he went out
involved with
backwards.
the killing of Tupac. That's legendary.
He was in the car for the nigga that smoked Tupac.
The
That's all
guy
he
who
was.
killed Osama bin Laden is still doing podcasts about it. He's a legend.
That's true.
Now that's a legend.
You killed a shitty ass terrorist.
That's top.
You know how many
up
people
to
I'm
killed
me.
saying, but you
terrorists?
killed Tupac.
That was top.
Definitely a legend.
He didn't do it. He didn't pull the
Like, you in the
trigger.
car-
Lil Tim, I don't care.
Come on.
He was in the whip. He was in the backseat. I don't care.
And that nigga dead.
Lil
so he
Tim
the
is a
last
legend.
if you-
It pains me to
so
admit it.
if-
Lil Tim is a legend. Say it. Say it.
Lil Tim
You
is
know
what?
it's true.
Lil Tim did some legendary shit.
I don't like the fact that he did it, but you got to put
Yeah,
him in
that's
that
what I'm
category.
about to say. Like he did some legendary shit because, hey,
We'll all
lot of-
remember his name for the rest of our lives.
for sure. But at the end of the
Even
day,
if somebody came out
fuck-
and their name was Tim, you'll think of that situation.
Oh yeah.
I really don't fuck with what he did. I ain't gonna say fuck
Not
Lil
me,
Tim
yeah.
because you responded how you responded with your homeboy. Every homeboy needs you. You get what I'm saying?
Everybody
Like
needs a
there's
Lil
Lil
Tim.
Tim.
Well,
yeah,
he actually
I don't
did,
want to
but-
shout out the song, but at the end of the day, every homeboy needed a nigga that's gonna be on deck like you. That's why you bring your homies to the club. So at the end of the day, the person he killed, yeah, it go against the people I deal with, but you can't take nothing away from him. Keefy D didn't pull the trigger. If you was in the passenger seat, my boy, and me and Dub was driving, and I see an op outside knocking down because I gotta have him, and you just happen to be in the car with the wrong niggas today, right? You know what I'm saying? Your wrong black friends. And, and it go down. You are in the legend.
Well, he's
You were there.
He was around some legends.
You were
everybody
there.
else is
And
dead,
then
so you're the legend now.
you
'cause don't
tell-
know-
Oh, by default.
you
I
tell-
actually think him tattling on himself on Vlad is the thing that
Legendary.
makes
That's
it
a legendary.
Because
Okay,
hey,
all right.
you know,
Legendary.
So he's a
idiot.
legendary goofy.
you know who's
legendary
not,
idiot.
but
Yeah.
you know who's not a legend? The kid who killed Pop Smoke, not a legend. Because Like he didn't really like do enough like social media alongside it
You wanted
to
to
make
put up-
himself a legend.
That's
You wanted
crazy.
to put up for an
I'm
interview?
being real. Like if he didn't
not even
brand
out
himself
yet.
in the process.
He's not out
and
yet.
I'm not putting it past him that he will be in the future.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be out here doing Cam Capone interviews. So and so talks about blaming Pop Smoke. It's going to be ugly as fuck. It's going to happen.
He's not doing the no jumper interview.
Oh no, he can come through. Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
you said Cam Capone.
Shout out to my woos, but you know we got to do what we got to
Content is
do.
content,
Hey,
right?
did you see the interview
The
of
op
Tay?
lover.
With who?
The dude Tay who said Blueface shot him in Vegas.
I watched the whole thing. From what I can tell, so the guy who Blueface got in the shootout, Blueface ended up taking like 24 months probation or suspended sentence or whatever. That was because of a situation at a strip club. And so the guy, Tay, which is another problem for him, he's not going to be a legend because his name is too generic. He's just Tay. He's not Tay 600. He's not Tay Capone. He's not Tay Savage. He's just Tay. We already got plenty of Tays. We even got a little Tay. I don't know what happened to her. She's been gone for a minute. But so this dude.
You just hating.
From Vegas, I'm not hating. This dude in Vegas, he tells his story on Cam Capone. It doesn't have that many views. I clicked on it thinking that this dude was going to be so thugged out because, like, why else would Blueface shoot you in the club? This guy seems like the most normal fucking dude you ever seen in your
He
life.
shot him outside the club because he tried to box him in.
Well, so he got jumped really bad by Blueface and his crew inside the strip club, allegedly. And the reason why he said that it happened is because he was wearing a Playboy logo shirt, which again sort of underscores what a normie this guy is, because who the fuck goes to the club in Vegas and just wears a plain ass Playboy shirt? But he said that he got jumped because of the gang affiliation. So I believe that there's been a little bit of a back and forth between like Big Sad and Blueface, right?
So is he from Playboy?
No, he just had the stupid ass shirt on.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I get it now.
Yeah,
I
so-
get
I
it.
haven't seen any retort.
But you're in Vegas.
That's what I'm saying.
You
You're in
jump a
Vegas.
nigga with a
Playboy,
Playboy.
yeah.
You're in Vegas. You don't fucking look at gang shit.
I know,
We're out
right?
of town.
That's like if you go to Vegas and you see somebody wearing Astros gear, your brain might briefly go to that, but it's not like, oh, I'm going to
They
fight
out
this
there.
fool, right?
They out there. Nah, yeah, I'm not.
And that's
gonna
a
fight him.
way
Yeah,
bigger
yeah,
gang.
yeah,
That's like
yeah,
a way
yeah, yeah.
more realistic threat, right?
No, I'm not gonna fight him though. I'm not finna say nothing until we're both out of town. We
Yeah, yeah.
both came out here to have fun.
Now, if he
Like,
starts looking at you, maybe you
yeah,
start looking
like,
at him.
like you engage into a confrontation. Like it's a way to go about it. Like real men that's on fucking vacations and got their bitches and shit.
But-
Motherfuckers still like, aha.
You know what he kind of said in it though? He said basically that like he was with a girl, so he's solo with a girl, and he sounds like the most regular dude on earth, so he's not thinking twice about being solo with a girl. And they're walking by Blueface and his crew and shit, and he cracks a joke. He says something to her. He didn't really elaborate on what it was, but she laughed. And they hear the bitch laughing, and they're assuming that this dude, who they already have kind of like identified as a potential op, that they're assuming that, oh, he made her laugh by saying something about them. So I think that's why the fight
Who
started.
laughed?
That's called
The
a
girl
nigga
laughed.
moment. That's a nigga.
Rock-
Like just a random girl. He's walking with the random girl, and I guess he allegedly said something. He didn't clarify what the joke was, but then they might have caught feelings about the fact that she laughed, which you've been in that situation where like you don't want to make your girl laugh
But
when
do
you're
think
walking
he's
past
low-key
10
a
scary
op and
dudes,
not
right?
saying it? You think he low key a op? Do you think because like they didn't jump for no reason?
Listen, he might be a gang member and he's just doing a really good job covering it up. To me, 0% of the vibes that he's giving off are like he's on any of that. He's talking about his job, and he's like, I had a really good job. I was making $100,000 a year, rah, rah, rah. Like, just the way he's talking about his career and shit, he seems like a fucking normal, respectable dude and not somebody who's really concerned about street shit.
How much does Blueface owe?
Well, didn't he get sued by the strip club for like $10 million or some
12,
shit?
12,
12,
something
and
for
then
the strip
Yeah, it's
club,
like
but
13 million
they
or
haven't
something.
had his civil suit yet though. They just had a criminal.
Yeah.
That was
Court
outside
case.
of the strip club.
But
though.
this dude is bent out of shit, pissed off at the city because of the fact that he feels like they mishandled the case, and he doesn't feel like he's satisfied with the amount of time the Blueface
But
got.
you
and stuff.
attacked him outside. There's two different attacks. You should have left.
He's
You shoulda
making
went
it out
home
like he
after
did
that.
not get attacked.
No, what I'm saying is Tay attacked Blueface outside. You could see when he did the shooting, it was a car right there. The car got in closer and tried to pin him in, and he had the bus to get the nigga to move.
Blueface did?
Yeah.
I think you're misrepresenting
footage.
that, right?
That's
I haven't
the
seen it
footage,
in a
right?
while, but I
The
remember the
footage
guy
was
just
murky.
sort of like
Murky
cruising up.
footage.
But it was a car, right?
But see,
that truck.
he said that he was already concussed and that he didn't even know what the fuck was going on when he's driving up, because he had just got the shit beat out of him by 8 dudes. And so when he drives up, and also like the whole idea that Blueface shot him, he got his hand grazed. So like he didn't have to go to the hospital and shit. Like
The glass flipped
actually
through his
he
shit.
grazed the hand. I mean, like, did he get shot? Okay, sure, but
I mean, well, Suge got grades too.
I mean, Meg got it way worse. Meg got shot way more than he got shot.
Yeah, she
you know?
got shot.
And she didn't really like get shot in that way because she got hit with the bullet fragments, right? I don't know, but yeah, that dude Tay, I don't know. I was doing cardio for a half hour listening to this interview, and about half hour in, I was like, "What the fuck am I watching this for? Like, this guy doesn't seem like he had anything."
His Twitter
to
is
do with it.
hilarious. He refers to Blueface as a bitch ass nigga.
Oh, he has a Twitter
Yes, he does.
because he took that selfie with Blueface and called him a BAN as well.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In court, Laura just said, "Lane, why are you hating on Tay?" Damn,
Yeah,
Laura,
you snitch on the nigga, then take a selfie.
And call
like,
him a bitch ass.
Yeah, that was crazy.
that's harsh.
That
That's
was
harsh.
opposites day. That was
What about John? What's your boy's name that was up here?
John Zerger.
Oh, John Zerka got his ass beat.
John.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, John Zerka is like right over the edge of like when we are trying to make jokes as offensive, edgy white boys. It's like there's a line, and you try to go right up to the line and not cross the line. But John Zerka, at some point through the haze of just doing an insane amount of cocaine, seems to have decided that he's just going to go right over
past
the
the
line
line.
and say the N-word and constantly make jokes about fucking teenage girls. Is like, for some reason, this is like his new shtick for the past couple months. So I'm going to assume that that's why this dude punched him in the face. Is because he's out here just saying
that
the N-word.
That's security guard.
No, that is a
That's a
different
different-
Nah, it was
situation.
a little. He was a
Zerka
little
got punched
bit-
on some other
He
shit.
got punched by the Golds.
Like just a regular fucking
Yeah,
dude. Yeah,
yeah.
but you seen Jack Doherty. See, Remo is the reason why I'm even tapped in with Jack Doherty in real life. And then he was at that party that I went to, which is also how I met Neon and had this weird confrontation with Sneeko. That
Sneeko, I
I'm
seen
not even
that.
going to try to talk about that because I feel like you guys don't even know about
No, I
Sneeko
seen
and shit,
that
right?
shit. I seen it.
Nah, yeah, break it down. So why
Sneeko?
you and Sneeko even got
They
problems
say
anyway?
Sneeko pressed you. Don't try to turn it down now. No, we was talking about
Yeah.
niggas could press me last week. So what happened?
he's
He
a
was
Okay.
streamer?
pressed.
Anybody who watches that stream clip and saw it titled as Sneeko presses Adam 22, come the fuck on. That is not even close to a pressing. So I've been friends with Sneeko for years. I hung out with him a whole bunch of times, and I guess he's like kind of mad at me because I don't know exactly what I said, but he accused me when I saw him at this party of basically like him being a dick eater. He's basically saying like, you called me a dick eater. And I'm like, I don't remember saying that, but I mean, probably. I probably said something along those lines. So I need all the fans to like dig through my Twitter over the last couple of months and try to find what I actually said because I don't remember it. But I have definitely like been critical about some of the stupid ass shit that he says on Twitter. But I didn't think that he was going to be mad about that because I thought that was like his whole shtick at this point is that he basically just says dumb shit on Twitter. Like, I mean, when Matthew Perry from Friends died, he did a post basically saying that it was because of the vaccine. Like, it's kind of like his whole personality at this point is to just say weird,
Whatever, right?
edgy shit on Twitter. And so I never in a million years thought that he was going to get offended by that, especially given that he knows that I voted for Joe Biden. I am a Democrat. I typically vote blue no matter who. And I'm not saying that that's going to be the case forever, but he's clearly on the other side of the fucking platform where he's like doing the whole edgelord thing of like saying crazy misogynistic shit to get retweets and stuff like that. And I respect it. But also, like, you can't expect me to not fucking weigh in on my opinion when you're saying insane things on social media. So to have him be like, act like he wasn't fucking with me when I seen him at the party. Now, I was already a little drunk and shit, and I'm already having like kind of like too much fun, and there's too many people around. So as soon as me and Sneeko have this weird exchange where he basically calls me fake for like saying he was a dick eater or whatever, like 2 seconds later, I'm like caught up in this conversation with fucking Neon and Lena and shit on camera. So I don't know how mad Sneeko actually is about that, but I mean, like hey, if he wanted to do something, he's in there with security. And as I mentioned earlier, I was not. I'm there solo dolo. So
Yeah,
he could have
stop
done
playing
or
with
said
Adam.
whatever the fuck he wanted to do. If he wants to fight, I mean, we could definitely have done that in that moment. But I was shocked that he was so bent out of shape about it because to me it was like,
You think
know,
you give Sneeko the
he
balls?
said, I would
Put
fuck
pause?
him up. But also on top of that, like he says stuff about me all the time. That's like the nature of our relationship is that you're doing this weird Muslim like religious guy arc where you're always, passing judgment on people. I do porn. He had tons of shit to say when we did this whole recent Jason Love arc.
Yeah.
And I don't hold that against you that you had shit to say about me. We're both content creators. We're both gonna speak our mind about different topics.
what's going on
Don't
at
hit
the
me with
moment.
some bitch ass. Oh, you called me a dick eater, or you made fun of the fact that I've been Muslim for 3 months, or whatever the fuck. Like, I mean, that's just gonna happen, man. I'm an atheist and a porn star, so if I see somebody out here false claiming to be down with Allah, I'm gonna say something about it, and you should say stuff when you see me and my girl doing all this crazy porn shit. You can say stuff about that too. But him trying to do this weird little tough thing and be like, "Well, you call me a dick eater," I'm glad he didn't try to take it past that, because it's like, we could have got real spicy in there real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck he thought that he was like getting across in that moment, but I mean, I'm definitely down to continue to have this conversation, whether on camera or not, because I thought we were friends, even though I do think he's. I mean. I think he does.
fake Muslim?
I think he does goofy ass shit for clout and content. Okay,
And you
Still,
don't
yo,
believe
still-
he thinks I'm going to hell for what I do. So I mean, I feel like we're even.
I mean, shit. He is
I
what
feel
it
like
is.
we're even.
That's
It's
some old,
funny.
like I said, he doesn't want to fight you anyway. It's
Yeah.
content creator shit. He
And-
just didn't know he didn't think he was going to come across your path.
I'm
That's what
somebody.
happened.
Yeah, he was probably kind of like shocked in the
Yeah.
moment because he didn't think he was going to see me, so he didn't have a lot of time to
I
think
feel
about
like
what he
yeah,
was going to
content
say.
creators are fighting for content right now, though.
Yeah, because
Staging
they all have
fights.
big ass security guards to protect them. And
But
shit.
he kicks it with black people all day. He's like different.
Yeah, yeah.
He like, to them on camera, like, fuck, Adam might really be.
You think?
Yeah.
Why not just ask for a picture?
They're
though?
scared
You
of
see
Crip
Adam and
Max
be like,
and
"Hey, I
Brick
want a pic."
Babies and all
Sneeko?
that shit.
He should ask you for a picture, yes. Instead of
Why would he ask me
beefing.
for a picture? I've been knowing him for years.
You guys have photos together?
Yeah.
You mind showing me a photo of you guys together?
I mean, I assume they're out there. I don't know. I mean, yeah, definitely, because he's done the interview. I think you might be kind of missing how well I know him.
Yeah, I don't know Sneeko.
Yeah, but and then like I seen Jack Doherty at the shit and everything. It's like weird to be at a party and then all of a sudden there's like 3 or 4 different fucking streamers coming in and like, just basically like, because I go to Twitter and it's just like there's people who are like dedicated to clipping the streams and posting it on Twitter at all times. So like as soon as you see someone and have this sort of like awkward encounter with them, there's a bunch of different accounts reposting the fucking conversation like immediately.
Instantly.
While you're still at the party?
Yeah, while I'm still there, and that's
You're
why I started to
live.
be like, "Damn, I can't believe I didn't bring Billy Western to me to this bitch because I really might need her right now." Yeah,
Yeah, that motherfucker would have been right there.
That's a safety hazard.
but the only thing I had going for me was the fact that all the security was like mega fanned out, and they were like,
Yeah.
they were loving, they were so hyped as soon as I walked in. So I'm like, "Oh, I didn't bring security, but y'all are my security."
Yeah. It's an understanding that
But
we don't have
speaking
to
of
talk
Billy
about.
Western, I think that boy Ack might need Billy Western for Saucy
There
Ooh,
you go.
Saucy
Shove it
gonna
in his
beat the
ass.
Fuck out of him. He don't know gay people can fight.
Yo, but
Better stop playing.
my favorite thing about this though is just that Sausage Santana, apparently it's not against like the gay code to basically threaten to rape someone in the ass
Yeah,
as part of
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's how you're beefing?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's how much
I
respect
bet you
we
don't
ask for him.
nobody else fuck with Saucy ever again. I bet you don't. No rapper, nothing. We're
But
going to
he is in
continue
the
to.
wrong, though. It's
Who,
funny.
how?
that Saucy's
Who's in the wrong?
Saucy
How?
Santana is in the wrong. We
For
talked
threatening
about
with
this,
rape? Yeah.
but the rape
Yeah,
part
with
too,
rape.
but also like, why can't female rappers be critiqued by media?
It's
why?
not
They
even
got
that.
different rules.
Nigga
like,
tired.
why not?
He's whatever the fuck he going by. I don't know if he. 'Cause he
Especially the
said he a
city girls.
boy.
The music
But
is garbage.
listen.
They got nothing to say.
Why can't academics talk about?
They
city girls
tired of the
versus
nigga.
themselves?
They tired
Why
of
can't
him.
he talk about Glorilla?
He can talk all he
Why can't
wants.
Kai Cenat talk about?
He want to
Glorilla?
see
Why-
about him now. He want to see about, okay, you done talked enough shit. It don't matter. We did 10,000. We depressed over here. Now we going to beat your ass and fuck on you.
Oh, that ain't gonna. Well, it might help.
He
sell
going to
some
spit the
records.
ass cheeks.
But why
too.
do they have to run off and report academics to all of the dudes in their lives where it's like, oh, Puffy has to handle this. Oh, no. Now the gay-ass makeup homie, Saucy Santana, he has to
Puffy
handle
said
this.
something?
Well, you remember when Ack and Puffy went back and forth like
Yeah.
maybe a year ago, right?
That's because you fucking
didn't see
put his
that.
fucking relationship in jeopardy. What if the bitch is thinking that they're in a better relationship than what it is, and you like, oh, he didn't have the side baby.
That's
all the side
basically where
chick.
all this stemmed from. So academics, basically, he kind of blasted Young Miami for being a side chick. I think Diddy had a baby
Right, with
on the
another
side,
girl,
so
yeah,
he was
Yeah.
saying you the side chick. The super side chick
He'd have had a side baby on the list
on
of
the side chick.
chicks.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
some
it really
shit like
stemmed
that.
from that.
Because Miami and somebody else was beefing. What's that other girl's name? Remember they was beefing on the internet over Puffy, and then he ends up with a baby by another girl.
Another girl. So
Yeah.
yeah, but academics had a whole bunch to say about that, and then he was calling Young Miami a side chick. So when you say, can he critique him? Like, yeah, you could.
That's not critique. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? He's
I didn't
throwing
know about
personal jabs at him. So
That's
you know what I'm saying? I guess
Yeah.
Saucy Santana and Young Miami friends.
Yeah.
So he stood up for her.
Yeah, like
And
I'm the
I guess
boy
that's
in the
where-
situation.
No, once you go personal, then the artist and their
Yeah,
friends,
now-
and whoever
now
can
when
go
you double
personal, too.
back, it's
I didn't know
still on
he
that
said
time.
I'm thinking that he
But
just
Act
talked
dropped
about
the
their
low.
personal
He
self.
Yeah.
Act dropped the low and said, "Come to my warehouse in New Jersey or my headquarters in New Jersey. I guess they're gonna fight or some shit."
New Jersey, they y'all in Florida. Don't he got another little piece of business in Florida that
Nah, I
do?
think he just rented out when he go
Bro,
out there.
I wish that I could describe where Academics' spot is located, because if you've been there or you know what it's like the most inappropriate place I could ever imagine for people to be fighting. Yeah, it's kind of like in like an upscale area that like is just not the kind of place that you could imagine Saucy Santana with a beard and a BBL scrapping with Academics. I mean, that would be
And
one of the
shoving
most
it on him.
that would be one of the craziest things that has ever happened ever.
You think he gonna get that butt?
Who
Who
do you
you
think-
think gonna win?
Who do you think would win? How tall is Saucy Santana?
Saucy gonna win
I
off
feel
the
like
aggression.
Santana will win the fight.
yeah,
I feel like a BBL is a huge liability in a
shoot that
fight.
nigga,
Man, hell no.
How's the BBL pertinent to the fight?
I just think it's gonna make you like off balance. Like there's a
How?
reason why boxers
Could it
don't get
increase
Bitches
BBL.
work out. Bitches work out
That's the reason
every
boxers
day
don't
out
get
there.
BBLs for their balance. Okay.
What the fuck is his height? I can't. Oh,
Boxer
five.
trying
He's
to put a
5'10".
fake it.
I feel like Ack is
How
the
tall
same.
is Act?
Academics
I
height.
never met Act. I don't know how tall.
I feel 5'8".
Yeah.
Okay, so Saucy Santana a little bit bigger than him.
And
You think he's buffer?
I can
A
still
little
run it.
stockier. Little stockier.
Saucy Santana's taking dick without crying every night. That's a tough motherfucker.
Yeah,
what are
but
you
think about all
talking
the
about?
abuse Academics is doing to his body with all that Henny over the years.
Bro,
He's taking dick
man.
without crying. That doesn't make him tougher.
That makes him crazy tough. What are you
How do
talking
you know he
about?
doesn't-
yeah, I think he got
It
Act. I
hurts,
ain't gonna
like-
lie, Act gonna have to shoot that.
It
nigga. I
hurts
ain't
to
gonna
push
hold
that shit out. Fuck is you
How do you
talking
know?
about? I'm talking about when you're shitting. It hurts. It hurts the shit. So how the fuck does it not
Constipated?
hurt to go the other way?
But does it make you tougher? Does it make you better at fighting?
Without crying? I mean, you could take pain.
If you're just
You're definitely taking a whole lot of pain.
if you just an ill power bottom, does that? I don't know. I'll have to tap in with the community. and find
yeah,
out
I'm
what
telling you, bro.
the preferred
Shit.
opinion is on that matter.
That's a tough motherfucker, bro.
I don't think Saucy
can think of what
Santana
you want.
could do the gunplay shit with Act, but I feel like he could fight him.
Well, Ack said he has 50 guns in his house. Well, I don't know why he said that.
Yeah, like he talking
this
about a
situation.
fade, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't think he try to take on no like
Man,
gunplay
leave them
shit.
people alone, man. You know, you listen.
I don't think Act talking about no fader. You come to his
not
headquarters.
talking-
That's why Saucy said, "Meet me in the streets." Where the
Yeah,
fuck
don't
am I
worry,
coming
Okay.
to a headquarters?
You tell me. Ack got his house robbed at a certain, or almost robbed, but like an inside job because his
some
bitch
bitch,
had a
yep.
friend who set him up and basically told some greasy ass dudes to come through and fucking rob him, right?
Yo.
And so he didn't get robbed because I guess they gave up at the last second and took off or rah rah rah. But either way, Ack, when talking about that situation on Vlad, said that he now has 50 guns in his crib. I feel like whatever they thought that they were going to get before, once you have 50 guns in your crib, you are now a way bigger target for getting robbed, right? Because motherfuckers would way rather steal guns than
Yeah,
cash, right?
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
For sure. A 50 pack? Come on, bro.
50 guns? Like
50
if somebody,
guns, that's crazy.
I
I'd
feel
be
like if
scared
you
to
knew
pull
that
off with
somebody
that
had 50
shit.
guns, like there would probably be nothing stopping you from getting up in there.
Nah, I'm not touching them bitches. That shit to have a motherfucker scared.
For sure not touch them.
50
That was
driving off.
I'll be scared. They gonna raid your shit.
Well, but they're legal
Yeah, find
guns. I'm
them
saying like
Tupac
criminals
You
are want to
supposed
get
have
that
50
shit.
guns in your house.
I think he was exaggerating with
What
the
I'm
50.
saying
He
is,
said
Probably
50. He
a
said it
nice
He said
repeatedly.
50, but I don't know.
No,
It sound like-
nah,
But he also
you have
said
to have a whole gun room.
he said that there was a law
Safes.
in Jersey that you can only buy one gun per month. Now, he allegedly got his crib almost robbed like less than a year ago. So if he was getting one gun per month, unless he got some kind of cheat code to get more guns, it would take you like, 3-4 years to get
Unless-
50 guns if you could only get
He's
one a
capping.
What is
Capping.
50 is just useless. This is just way too many.
Bro,
Yeah.
Unless you're a collector.
you got,
that's a room. That's
That's
like
a room with
So
shelves.
you calling cap on the 50?
I'm calling the cap on the 50.
It's not even that I'm calling cap. I just don't understand.
He said he got like an
I'm
$8,000
calling
sniper.
cap. I mean, I'm not even in the
Who is
fuck
he, T.I.?
act mode, so I'm not even saying it maliciously. I'm calling cap on the 50. He probably got him like 3-4 guns over there. Probably 5 good ones, a couple rifles and some handguns.
Based on the track record with his
Five.
girl,
That's
I don't think he
5
should
times
have.
10.
He shouldn't have any guns around
That's how niggas.
because
count.
his girl seems like she's liable to grab one of them and just go to
Pop
town.
his ass.
I don't know.
Yeah?
Oh, you don't know?
She's
No,
a loose
this situation. You. This is how your problem with academics started, is because you were commenting on his girl
He's
exposing
still
him or
with
whatever.
him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Come on, bro.
That girl that was
Come the fuck on, bro. I mean, more power to you, but God
Every
damn.
day that goes by, her power grows.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for sure. I know exactly what you're talking
But she has been quiet. She's been behaving herself since that one time.
Probably got paid off.
cashed out.
So I don't know the name of the player, but like I don't know if it happened last week, but y'all seen the hockey player?
Whoa.
That was
Oh,
the craziest
that
shit
Wait a minute.
I've
I didn't even
seen.
see
So there
it.
was
Can you tell me?
there was-
Is the dude who basically cut the dude's throat, is he black? Because
he didn't.
I saw a viral tweet of someone saying, "It is amazing what we will let black people get away with."
Hell
And
no.
I was like, "So you're saying that you think he did it on purpose?" I don't even know who the guy is. So
He's
I'm
black
like,
though, yeah.
He is.
The other guy is black.
aren't there like 2 black
It's-
hockey players
that
in the
would be
NHL?
our luck that the fucking
They was
one
black, the
person
hockey
that
people was
murdered
black?
the guy
What
who
the fuck?
accidentally
This
or
was
did
set up.
accidentally
This was
did it.
set up. This is the Matrix.
I seen a ton of people saying that it looks intentional, but then I seen a ton of people who seem like they know a lot more about hockey saying that it seemed unintentional.
Fuck.
I don't know a lot. Where's Josh?
Is that the first time this ever happened?
Did Josh already talk about this on the news? Get Josh's ass in here. We need his opinion. Josh, you
But
fucking
that was the
hockey loving
craziest
New
fucking
Hampshireite.
clip I've seen. I'm like, fuck, like the blood just immediately like you knew it was over.
I want to
bro.
see the clip.
Start
This
cashing
is,
out.
Man, what?
Ooh.
Man.
and he bled to death.
It's a black
bled
guy.
to death.
Damn.
He
cuz.
damn near died on the fucking the rink. Like you see like blood gushing out of his throat. But you know that's why you're supposed to wear neck guards when you play hockey apparently.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. But apparently
Not
you're
much
supposed to have a
hockey.
neck guard.
I would have got my money back for the tickets.
What?
If you get to
I
see
would
a
have got
would've
my
sued.
money back for
I got
the tickets.
Josh,
PTSD.
I need you on that
I'm
microphone.
suing at
Get on
this
that
point.
microphone,
I'm a
Josh.
victim.
So Josh,
of
we're
crime.
talking
I
about the
just have to
hockey
watch
incident that
that.
happened.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Josh,
Can you hear me?
we can hear you.
All right.
Give me your estimate how many black people there are in the NHL. Less than 10? I feel like we Googled this a while back.
Right now, yeah, probably between 10 to 15.
If anyone needs to see it, oh my God, this is better
not
quality
watching
than what
it.
I've seen
Let's see
before.
this. I don't-
Yo,
not watching
look
it.
how much blood there is instantly. Yeah, don't show it on the screen. But,
Start it one more
bro,
time, please.
look at how much blood there is.
Hold on, play it slow. What happened?
This has been one of my biggest fears my entire life.
Oh shit!
He does the behind the back spinning roundhouse kick
Oh shit!
with a oh my God, bro. Like it couldn't have been any better if they had tried. Like what the fuck? Oh my God. I feel like
Look how much blood there is.
my
Listen to
heart
that.
is being sucked out of my body the more I have to watch this.
If he survived, it'd be funny.
No, dude died.
If
Hell
he
no,
had
it wouldn't.
survived,
This is
it would
heartbreaking
be
watching
Bro,
funny.
prayers to his family. Josh, you ever heard of anything like this ever
You
happening
gotta
before?
think.
Yeah, so like there's some wild stuff that happened. People have lost, fingers, their eyes, teeth, obviously.
Right.
But I've never heard of anyone dying before
Well,
on this shit.
When you play,
That's crazy.
when you are in like elementary school or high school and you're playing, is it normal to not wear the neck pad thing?
So it's like not. It's one of those like a helmet and BMX thing. It's not cool to wear it,
Right.
Because it's like an extra piece of equipment that wasn't really around. But I feel like most kids at this point, you have to wear that neck guard.
I feel like after this, the neck guards are probably flying off
Number
the
one.
shelves.
What?
Man,
What? I
those
need
things
to
are
buy
made out of,
some.
like Kevlar too. Like they're pretty like strong. It's just like they're there for that reason. There's sticks, there's blades, there's all these things that could slice your throat. Like
And your whole body is covered up with pads and shit besides your neck.
exactly.
It's like
Your
the
neck,
one
and then, like,
zone.
you get these little parts on your wrist too. That's another thing that they're starting to sell. Are these like little wrist
Wrist
pads?
pads.
Because that's another thing.
Wow.
Like, having your arteries and stuff slashed by
That shit
skate
was
sticks.
crazy.
And the guy doing the kick
And you
was
got to
black.
think his blood.
Allegedly.
You got to think
Well,
his
I could see
blood.
it
The
like
guy who
going
kicked him was
fast.
black guy, right?
Really?
Allegedly,
Nah, that's
he
what
was
I'm
black.
asking.
Oh, I hadn't looked into the dude who actually like.
They said the
did
I
dude.
it.
think I seen he was.
If he's not black, then this tweet that I saw earlier with a couple thousand likes was by someone who was very, very confused.
I'm gonna do some research into that then.
Listen,
That's crazy.
You're supposed to know all these players. You're a hockey guy. You wear a
It's not
hockey
like- this
jersey
is
like
this
every
is not
day.
like-
NHL
that he's
league. This
black,
is like
though.
a London league, right? This is like
Oh,
Oh,
really?
it's not-
hockey.
it's
This is not in the
NHL.
NHL.
Oh, he
different
definitely
type
was
of
black. He was overseas.
Different
Oh,
type
yeah.
of like seal black.
Bro, if you're black, you live in London, and you choose to play hockey,
He was a drill rapper.
You're
Top Boy.
Yeah, you're a top boy.
You're
Yo, I keep thinking about watching the new season of Top Boy on Netflix, but it's like I feel like I have to watch season 1 and 2 again to like remember everything that happened because it's been so fucking long.
Oh, you need a recap.
I gotta at least watch the recap videos on YouTube. But have you seen Top Boy? Pause.
That's the Drake show, right?
I seen it a couple times. I didn't
executive
see-
producer or something, yeah.
I seen it. I never got.
I
all the
love
way
like
into it.
I love
My girl
UK
watched the whole
crime.
shit.
UK crime is like cool to me because it's kind of like our shit, but it's different. It's like
Yeah.
less guns, more knives, more.
I've been on UK crime since CCTV. I've always been like a B whatever.
What
the
is
fuck
CCTV? But
Well,
The little, it's like an overseas like show where they show like the crime in London off their cameras because you know they got cameras
Oh, yeah?
everywhere in the city.
yeah.
So it's like I mean,
Is there first
I was
48?
pre London crime, UK crime.
I like it. What were you about to say, Remo?
Oh shit, we could actually bring these up.
Oh,
Yes, please.
let's talk about it.
Today is the day. I've been talking about this for months. So my 4th annual LA freshman class cover is out. It drops today. I'm about to post it on Instagram once I leave from here. Who's on the list this year? X4, Yellow Hill, Ash Bash the rapper, Trey 23, Shady Blue, Leaky 2 times, Shy Belligerent, Lil Veda, Pruitt, Bravo the Back Chaser, and Mark Lux.
So these are your picks for the freshman list, basically, but for LA.
Yes, strictly LA because Double XL didn't put any we talked about any LA rappers on the cover again for like the 3rd year in a row.
Okay.
So I felt like a few years ago I decided that we should just have our own freshman class.
It costs a bag to get on the cover.
Does it?
No, sometimes they pick people.
You either got to be
You gotta go up
viral
there
as
and play a
fuck.
music.
You either got to be viral as fuck or
I feel like you got to be just sucking industry dick.
Yeah,
in
that's what I'm about
general.
to
Like you got to
say.
be doing
You
your
gotta-
label
Or you gotta
thing.
be
Yeah.
viral. But do you think any LA rappers deserve to be on it this year? Because I'm looking at this list and I only know X4 and
You know
Bravo the
like
Back
a day.
Chaser.
Yeah.
This year I would have put for the Double XL freshman cover. If I worked there, if I was a musical editor there, I would put G Perico or Kayla for real.
Kevin for real deserve the cover.
Shout out to
definitely
them.
would've given
Those
it
are the
to
homies.
Shout out
But
to Bravo. This is one of my
realistically,
favorite picks right
Yeah.
I don't in terms of
Not
like
Kayla?
impact, yeah, I don't know.
here.
I feel like
that
yeah,
Tutu
fuck with
project.
he's got a
Yeah,
name in
well,
LA
yeah.
and stuff, but I'm not in terms of
He
double
signed
XL.
to Rock Nation.
Right now,
yeah,
it's
that's the
four-
problem.
it's five
It
Detroit
would look
niggas.
so industried out if he was on the cover. And I say it with all the love in my heart. I don't know how he's gonna take it, but like,
It's your boy.
if he was on the cover, shout out X4. If he was on the cover, we would have to be dealing with the whole rest of the country talking about, oh, look how they fucking put somebody on the cover from LA who didn't belong on the list.
Caleb,
He's
for
still
real, for real, doesn't
he's got plenty
belong.
growth to do to be big
He
enough
has
to be in that
classic
position.
mixtapes, 2 for Real 1, 2 for Real 2.
But
You are a Los Angeles hip hop propagandist. That is my term that I'm going to use.
I'm glad that you
And
pronunciated
you are
that well.
a Los Angeles nationalist because you care about the strength of the LA rap community to
Right.
such an extent, and I admire it.
Yeah.
But as a person who doesn't really have a dog in the fight of like who's going to be what city is going to come out on top, I'm not really seeing it. But I do think, there's a lot of talent coming out of LA, but to rise to that level, I mean,
But they be
that's
having
tricky.
bullshit people on
Oh,
their
that ain't
cover.
that the truth? Yeah.
So why not give the home of gangster rap? Everybody's making gangster rap. Why not give the home of gangster rap a slot on the cover?
There are
LA's gangster rap is dated right now.
and
I
they
think
they
need a
can't
new
be
sound.
giving a slot just to like keep it diverse based on like all the different cities.
Regional.
They got to base it on what city is cracking. If there's 3-4 artists from New York who are going crazy, I want to see 3 or 4 New York artists on
They
there.
don't skip any other major market. They make sure they get some New York artists. They make sure they have some people from down south. But then they make sure they have some Midwest rappers. But then when they get to us, it's like skip.
People don't want
So
to
you
come
think
out
it's
here and get their
intentional
jewelry
that they're
taken.
skipping LA
I
artists?
think it's intentional. I think there is a bias against West Coast rappers.
They don't have
because
nobody from
of
the West
violence
Coast
in
on
LA.
there.
There's definitely a
But
pro
what's
East
not-
Coast
Hold
bias,
on.
I would say.
That's
Hold on.
crazy.
What state you traveled
Have I traveled to?
recently? Do you travel like often?
Last trip I went to was either Miami or Houston.
Did you hear any LA rappers when you was out there?
No.
We ain't pushing.
I don't
as
hear LA
opposed
rappers
to-
out here. What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is, you
But
gonna
why do
hear
you think
more.
that is though?
I place blame on 2 people. Obviously, with the report card, I place blame on the rappers needing to step up their shit, but I place blame on the DJs and program directors for not giving them a chance because not everything is trash. Not everybody gets an F.
Okay.
Do you need a chance when you got the internet? It's like
If you-
everyone's just doing their shit. I feel like the reason that LA don't really have their foot on people's neck is because the sound is dated.
All right,
And I
let,
think it's a
let
lot
me
of
read
shit
off the
going on.
artists who are on this freshman class cover
This
this
year?
year, which
Okay.
which I agree
Some trash on there.
definitely the least relevant that this list has been in years. I actually am looking at this cover right now, feeling like maybe I never saw this before and just saw like the list.
I think Central
But-
C's on there.
Yeah, Central C,
Shout out to Central.
Boston Richie, Sleazy World Go, Lola Brooke, Glorilla, Friday, La Tyler, Rob 49, DC the Don, Finesse 2 times, Too Rare, and Tia Corrine. There's definitely people on this list who I think don't really fucking belong in this list. And there's
Who?
people.
Tia
Tia.
Cream.
I mean, realistically, how much noise is Sleazy World Go making at
Too
this point?
Rare.
We interviewed him maybe like a year ago. Too Rare. It's kind of hard for me to judge exactly like where his career is at.
Not
in
on the
size.
list, though,
Shout
right?
out DC the Don. I've been friends with
Uzi
DC
say
the
he
Don a
got
long
the
ass
rock
time.
from them.
Freshman cover. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not really seeing
I can see
it.
Kaylin
Yeah.
on there. Is all I'm
If
saying.
if Uzi got the rock from Too Rare, he deserved because he's like a staple. Like he influenced a whole. hit,
all of
a
these
real
people
ass
as
hit,
well
you know
are
what I'm saying?
touring. Like I know, like a lot of the ones that you name are touring, going to city,
Okay.
on big tours,
G
doing their
Perico
own
toured
little
this year,
tours.
Hot Shot tour.
But let's
what
be
I mean?
real. The problem with this list now is that really big artists don't even care about doing it because Ice Spice isn't on this list because
she turned
it's
it down, right?
she turned it down and she don't want to fucking do it and she don't need to do it and it would actually make her look lower status wise to be on a cover with a bunch of artists that she's like 100 times bigger than, you know?
You know
So
what I like about it though, Adam? What I do have always loved about the XXL freshman cover is the association it comes with. Like we talk about Kodak and 21 Savage.
LeBron had to
being
play in
from
the rookie
same
game.
class.
that was ironically a lot of
dope
people
cover.
consider that like the death of the XXL cover. That is the one that stands out to everybody as the classic
what's
one.
that? 2016,
2016, 2017 or whatever. Like, yeah, that was
With Kodak,
Yeah,
but
with
also
Kodak in 21, that was 16.
hip hop was more popular right then at that moment than it has been since. Like hip hop's popularity has been on a slow, gradual decline. But think about that cover. Like you had Kodak and 21 and like
Yachty.
Yachty, all these people that were blowing the fuck up. You had so many new
think Cardi was on that
personalities.
cover.
Like, and that was like before Lil Pump being on the cover. That was before like all the SoundCloud artists kind of even like really like got to the point where
That
they
was
put them on that
Vivo
shit.
days.
V-Lone days.
No, Vivo.
Vivo
Cardi B?
days. It's
Putting
also
your Vivo-
V-Lone days.
Yeah, it
Cardi
was.
B A lot of
V-Lone in
days.
those-
Yeah, it was.
those
it was.
days.
Because was Uzi on there?
Yeah, that was his
what
year
they
too.
got.
Yeah.
Uzi, Cardi, and Gunna and Pablo Juan. Remember, they were like the face of Elon.
But
for
if
a
we
second.
get to the point where we have that much interest in new hip hop at some point in the near future, we need to like make a mental note right now to appreciate it while it's happening because it felt like during that we just had to deal with tons of people complaining about all these new artists and shit. And
Yeah.
it's like in reality, if you like rap music, even if that shit didn't 100% appeal to you, you should have been excited about it because ever since that fucking 2016, 2017 cover, what do we had? Basically just like a gulf of drill rappers and just
Yeah.
op rappers and
We
people.
took it for granted, bro.
Yeah,
We
totally.
took it for granted.
That there
But
was a
we
lot of
also
exciting
took
shit
the
back then.
LA
No
wave
more
around that
getting
same
money.
time for granted. We took Greedo, Shoreline Mafia,
Yup.
Draco, those type of artists. That whole wave don't get the respect
But
they deserve either.
Double XL trash, how many Detroit niggas was on there? None. Like they
42
biased.
Doug ever make it on?
Like
But I agree,
42
yeah.
Doug
that was on that cover that we just was
Just-
looking
yeah.
at.
I
How
think
many-
last, I
somebody
think last
should
year
be on
42
there.
Doug was on there.
Come on, man. You don't see no baby monies and
Yeah.
V's and all them. Where
Yeah,
they
V's,
at?
V's were
Come
the
on.
guys.
I feel like he really
He
might have
should
turned it
been
down
on
this
there.
year,
He should
right?
have been. He should have been.
No,
on
but
there.
Babyface Ray was on it last year, right?
I'm saying though,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Detroit has grown
But
since
V's
then.
didn't
It's
drop his
other artists that
project.
wasn't as
But
big
Babyface
as
Ray is like the king of Detroit. Like if anybody's gonna be on that shit, it should probably be him, right?
Vezo's the king of Detroit. I feel like they
Was Vezo
They
already
don't
on
Vezo
that?
and
champion his
Peasy.
music like that. I
think
end up,
P-
shout out to
Peasy,
Hip Hop
man.
Lab. but
Because
Blow Up,
look,
they not
that
champion
new sound, like Vez kind of started a certain sound out there.
I
And
feel
then
like they would
Peasy
want to
and them.
beat the shit out of you for saying that.
Who?
Because they've been doing it for so long before V's came out.
No, Vezo. I used to
Vezo.
love
Oh, no, okay.
No, no,
yeah.
no,
You're right,
no,
though,
no,
about
no.
Vezo for sure.
Because he like one of the originators too. Because he was cracking before he went to the feds. I'm just going off of like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole Detroit. Like Peasy is
Payroll,
like one of the
Giovanni.
payroll.
Because
and them.
so many of those dudes, the Babyface Rays and the Vezos and shit, they were in fucking school together and shit. They were like
Yeah.
in high school together
Yeah.
before shit started cracking for them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have one question about this stuff.
Yeah, what's up?
What counts as LA? Santa Ana count?
Is that LA County?
No,
No.
right? Nah.
You know, because like Doja
All-
Cat is an LA rapper because she's from Tarzana, and I guess Tarzana
That's
is
LA
within
County.
LA County limits.
That's for
So,
sure.
yes.
So Long Beach definitely
Santa
counts.
Ana's Orange
Long
County.
Beach, Shady Blue, who signed to Interscope, she's from Long Beach.
That's the end of LA.
What if you're
Beach.
from
Capri
Watts?
Grams is
What-
from Long Beach.
What
Please
about
help me,
Watson
Capri Grams.
Compton?
Watson Compton, I love Watson Compton artists. They some of my favorite storytellers.
But they're not eligible?
They be
Yeah, they are.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
They're
LA
on the cover.
County.
Yeah, he's from Watts. Shy Belligerent is from Watts.
Okay.
Yeah,
See, I got to tap in with a lot more of these artists.
yeah. Pruitt's from Watts
Let me take
too.
a picture of this.
So let me take a picture of this.
I don't want to forget. I'll be doing my nightly Googles, just looking at random new artists and
Yeah.
shit. And I don't want to be leaving LA out.
Yeah.
I will say this about the X4 interview is that it is like, I don't think I've ever interviewed like a brand new artist that people are just finding out about for the first time that has like almost 200,000 views in the first 24 hours. That just really stands out to me as something special. So what he chooses to do with the ball is up to him, but the ball is in his court.
Just
It's in
signed with
his court.
Interscope Records.
But is that true? Because somebody just hit me up telling me that he actually signed with them.
No, I
I feel
know.
like he
I
might-
know the A&R who signed him to Interscope.
Who?
Marcus.
Oh,
Marcus
okay.
said Interscope Records signed him. He was the guy in the
Oh,
video
okay.
when I tagged him. He was like, "Hey, don't tag me," so I untagged him. But yeah,
I think it's a management company actually that told me that they signed him.
I thought he had signed with Wack. That
A lot
was
of people
that was
did.
a headline that he had signed with Wack. Yes or no?
No, he just hung out with
Oh,
them
I thought he was
backstage at
signed
the
with
show or some
600.
shit. Yeah, and then the 600 thing, and then people are telling me he signed with Deshaun Jackson and shit.
Okay, so I mean, it
You got
could be-
insider info? What's your perspective on this?
Man, that little nigga doing what he want to do. He's got a lot of people rooting for him, and they in his
And then
corner. But
he's
is-
with Adrian,
he doesn't
aka
even-
Swish, when he
Adrian
came
Swish.
in this time.
Yep.
Yeah,
it was
Swish. That's why I'm like, he
Swish
was
gonna put him to work.
Swish was my first manager, so I can't put nothing against. You know, Swish was with me and Kid Ink for all those years. He come from the alumni, so
Right.
that's like my big brother, like whatever. But yeah, I seen him with Swish, so I'm like, okay,
Hey,
business,
we got to
business.
protect X4 at all costs, though, because to me, he's like the one who stands out to me right now as having the most star power to really be able to be something huge. And people are going to say, oh, you're only saying that because he's a gangbanger and he got crazy ass face tattoos. He got a rolling 40s mustache. Okay, sure. All that stuff plays into it, but he got
great.
He got
He's
the it
one of the
factor.
good-
He got his own lingo. I'm
He got
learning
his
about
own-
trophies.
Well, that Ben lingo.
Nah, what's
but,
the other shit? He thirsty Crips. Y'all been saying that?
No, that Ben lingo, but you know he could brand it himself.
He's been out for a long
Twisting the
time.
lingo
People
in
just
his
don't
favor.
know. Yeah, the tiny
He's
little
twisting the
freestyles he
lingo,
used to
yeah.
do with Loda Great.
And he shows Draco his
viral.
respect, so he can use some of the Draco lingo because he's always talking about joints and trophies and all that shit. But he shows his respect to not just Draco, but also doing music with Ralphie and Remble and all that kind of shit. So that to me, you know,
I like his
I
loose
respect
leaf
it.
record. He just has to step up his bars and find better production. I don't like FB is his boy. That's a producer he likes to work with. That's who he feels comfortable working with. But I would like to hear him work with some like more top notch.
I feel like the mix needs to be better. Like his
Quality.
his vocals are a little bit buried in the track. Like they need to be a little
They're
bit louder.
SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah.
They were the
He
West
is
Coast
a-
SoundCloud
yeah, he's a
rappers. Like they're
SoundCloud
SoundCloud rappers.
A lot of that music doesn't even sound mastered to me. I might be wrong, but it definitely.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
He just put it out.
You're not wrong.
He probably don't even like when you good at rapping, you're not good at mixing. That's for everybody else's ear. And
And
that's
it-
what I told him. It's not bad to have a manager.
Yeah, it sounds good to me in the car, and then I play it off my phone, and it's like very noticeable
ear,
how
out
much
one
worse
ear.
it sounds. Yeah,
But you got to think a lot of Greedo's earlier music to me
Oh.
wasn't mixed perfectly or nothing like that. It was
Mafia
just
Business,
raw.
was it,
one of
yeah.
his best songs. You try to listen to it on laptop speakers, it
Great.
barely even sounds like there's anything playing. The mix is so bad, but then you hear it like, but it's still somehow just like one of the best songs, even
Yeah.
without like the worst audio quality.
But that only works for certain people. You guys get your shit
But
mixed and
that's
mastered.
no,
But certain
that's
people
a
can
part
get
of
away
the,
with it.
It's a part of the grind. That was he probably making this shit in backyards and little studios and all that, and everybody's not. Now he's stepping it up. He about to be with new engineers, real engineers that's gonna have everything together. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Yeah.
difference between recording at these little studios and going to
Shit.
record plants and whatever the. You know what I mean? The
310
shit-
Baby
I don't want to
recorded
drop
Soak
all
City.
the fucking loads to all the studios, but you know.
310 Baby recorded Soak City off his phone, and that's a Billboard.
The
charting
vocals
record.
he did on his
He
phone.
did that on his phone.
What
in
the
his
fuck?
bedroom.
That is insane.
That's like number 37 on the Billboard charts.
He
something
didn't
like that.
re-record it.
Maybe for the remix.
Really? What the fuck? That's insane.
hmm
We gotta get him in here.
Would love to do that. Yeah.
That'd be dope.
You ain't had 310
Pull the mic in.
I said you ain't had 310 baby yet.
No.
Dub
my
styled
boy.
him. Yep, you just
Yeah, that's my
styled him.
boy. He from Watts.
You wouldn't know it from looking at him right now, but
He from
Dub be styling a
Inglewood.
lot of people.
He's from
Yeah,
Inglewood.
yeah, that's my big thing. Hey, check it out, y'all see. How would y'all feel if they brought back Pimp My Ride? Would you watch it?
Yeah, I
Would
pimped
you?
your dad right there.
I wonder. I mean, where is it going to be? Like, is it going to be on fucking? Like, I feel like anything
Zeus.
on TV is going to fail at this point.
It's gonna be on Zeus
It
Network.
sounds like a YouTube series or something.
Probably do YouTube. So over the
What,
week,
you try and bring it back?
so over the weekend or whatever, my dad, like I bought my mama a brand new Benz, and then I wanted to buy my dad some shit, but I'm like, I don't want to give him like a brand new car. So I took his car to West Coast Customs and they got it wrapped. They put him on some 20-inch rims, Vogue tires, sound system, all type of shit, and we gave it to him. And I'm like, shit, that shit was low key fun and fire.
I mean, you could make Pimp
Yeah,
My Ride
definitely.
on YouTube and just do it yourself. It's just that it's like it would be very expensive and very hard to make your money back unless it became very successful.
The sponsors. You get
Sponsors. I was just about to say that.
But I mean, when you're talking about doing like $10,000-$20,000 worth of repairs and shit on cars and stuff,
I
it's
think
like,
it'd be like 10 and under. You know, you'll like get them some rims, maybe give them a paint or something.
you got to do crazy shit. You got to put a fishbowl in the back trunk and
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff in
refrigerators.
order for people to really give a fuck, right?
you got to
I mean, if the
PS5s.
trailers take off, you probably
But
could just judge it off of that.
You ever do your research into like what Pimp My Ride was actually like? Like they really weren't even doing shit to a lot of those cars. They
yeah,
were
he said some of this shit wasn't
they
even
got
real.
sued after the fact because they were fucking doing such a bullshit job on the whips.
I don't think they got sued.
Yeah, they did. They got sued by a lot of those people because they would keep their car for a while and then give it back and it's all broken and you know, because they're not doing like the best fucking job. Like, and also realistically, a lot of people are probably thinking like, oh shit, like they pimped my fucking Subaru and now this is my daily driver. I'm driving
Yeah,
100 miles a day on this thing.
yeah.
It's like, no, once you
And it's
fucking
way
tape on a
heavier.
million different
Yeah,
fucking
it's
pieces
heavier and
to the
shit.
outside, you can't just keep driving that thing every day like that, right? It's just like a very impractical show to like
sounds
take
networky.
take broke people and just like fucking ruin their car.
Shut up.
Shout out
It's
to
actually
Exhibit.
crazy.
This nigga is cold.
But it's
What the
true.
fuck? Nah, man. See, what you do is just only upgrade. You don't add on there. You know
Yeah,
what I
what I'm
mean?
thinking is like, you know, you
but-
might give them a paint.
But
give
you
'em some
gotta do
rims.
crazy shit to get people to watch that shit.
yeah.
I agree.
I don't know. Maybe you could put some stickers on it or something.
How the
Okay.
strippers work on the cars.
I got an interview that I'm gonna do. I don't know if you guys want to keep talking about topics or if you guys are good too.
Anything else on the docket?
Anything? Let me see.
Officer Remo.
Happy Halloween, man. I want to see some crazy ass costumes out there. Adam, what are you?
I'm Olaf. You like it?
I fuck with the old.
I never
My
seen
kid
You
is
see anything
so
on there you
hyped.
want to talk about, or y'all want to wrap it up? What
Which
y'all
one?
got? Anything in particular?
Did we talk about Casanat in jail? The jail
The
stream?
live stream.
Man,
What was that? What was that? It said 60 days. I thought it was 7 days.
Nah, it's not
It's a
gonna be no
7-day live
60
stream.
days.
that would be crazy. Yo,
60 days is crazy.
the one thing that stands out to me about that is like he's just making every other IRL streamer look bad. Like the level of like quality
production, yeah.
of that content is just like, whoa, like this is how you do it. Like if you really want to make a splash doing this kind of content, like Kai is actually taking like he's basically doing like 60 days in, but he's just like recreating like his version of it. Like I'm just proud of him that he's taken streaming to a whole different
Yeah,
level.
that
And it
shit's
really
dope
makes
as
me look
hell.
at a lot of other people that I know who kind of like had the ball in their hands, like probably could have done something similar. And I'm like, wow, this is what happens if you really give a fuck. Like,
Apply yourself.
it really motivates me to do more of the IRL shit at the store and stuff once we launch too, because I even seen the Nelk Boys saying that they're getting into doing IRL content and stuff. So I really want to take it serious, especially now that our conversations with Kick are still underway. We might have a lot of good content coming from the store, and that's like the thing I'm the most excited about right now. What is today? October 31st. We got like less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Tell them the date again for everybody.
What is it,
who's going on.
October 12th? It's like a Saturday and Sunday coming up. People, if you want to come from far out of town
November.
No.
to
November,
tap
yeah.
in with the gang, November 12th.
Hold on, let me make sure. I think it's November.
It's November 12th, right? Hey, if you ever thought about pulling up to LA and seeing what's going on,
Now is the time.
probably going to be the time that you want to come through. Is the 11th and
It's
the
the 11th.
the 11th is probably going to be
November
our
11th, 11, 11.
11. All right.
our opening event. It's going to be fucking exciting. I'm very excited.
fire.
So if you want to cruise from long distance, that's going to be the day. Because that's going to be the first IRL stream. That's going to be insane. I don't know.
Awful lot of it.
Awful lot of it. Shout out to Dejan. Shout out to Remo. Officer Remo.
Officer Remo.
I kind of love
Remo.
that. Tell me if that bothers you because I'm kind of loving it.
Don't be
Officer
late.
I'm
Bro.
chilling, bro.
You should dress like a cop every day.
I should have came as a cop for real today. I ain't get the memo.
Need a whistle or something. Flashlight.
It's funny though because we know you would come with the
give you a
jankiest
silly
cop.
Lester.
Nah, I would have went all out. I would have went and got me a little old cop.
No way, you're going to Target. You're gonna come with the weakest cop outfit because
black polo.
I know you don't want to spend $400 on like a professional cop outfit off Amazon.
No, you
or-
don't. That's too
Nah,
much.
You're gonna get a $40 one at Target, and that's gonna make it way funnier.
You gotta hit the Amazon
I would have
for
came
the
though.
30.
You became
I
official.
typed in Big Worm Friday costume on Amazon and found the wig and the curlers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess I
That's
should
crazy.
I'm gonna do my
Shout
sign
out
off like this,
Faison
too.
Love, man.
Yeah, shout out
Oh,
to
that is
Faison. I
that
hate
is
his
what it's
interviews.
giving.
I hate Faison. It's not giving that. I
It's
hate
giving
Faison.
for
Definitely
sure.
get a Hey,
Faison.
shout out Desto Dub. Shout out Brick Baby. Shout out the whole No Jumper staff. Shout out Michael, aka Sharp. It's Olaf.
Yeah,
We out. Like and subscribe.
Off
Ayo.
the
Don't be late.